Hey everyone, thank you guys so much for joining us today. We're really excited for the Women's Invitational Tournament. We've got 8 very lovely ladies and a very lovely co-caster with me. So today's format real quick, so I'll go over some basic stuff before we start the tournament. The format is, like I mentioned, 8 players. They are split into 2 groups, and it's a best of 1 round robin. So how that works is each person will play everyone else in their group, and then the winner from each group will be advancing to the finals, and then they're going to be battling it out. And we have a prize pool as well. First place will be getting $60. Second place will be getting $30, and third through 8th place will be getting $15. So everyone is going to be getting a prize. Really excited about that. Humongous thank you to Helkin, Dad Devil Esquire, Explosive Yoda for $50 donations from each of them. So thank you guys so much for all the support. All right. Next, I'm going to show you guys the schedule. So, I know this probably looks kind of confusing, but we have 4 rounds, and there's going to be 2 people that will be sitting out every round. And I know that sounds weird, but this was the most efficient way that we could capture every single player on the broadcast. So first, in the first round, the highlighted names are the ones that will be broadcasted. So up first, we're going to have Z3 versus Hannah's Cat Cafe. And then round 2, we've got KKsparkles versus Helen of Toy. Round 3, we have Nicholena versus Eggs for Sale. And lastly, round 4, we have Kiyeberries versus pawniepun. And as you can see, there's 2 groups. So somebody from group 1, either Z3, Hannah's Cat Cafe, Nicholena, or Eggs for Sale, one of them will win and advance. And then from group 2, it's KKsparkles, Helen of Toy, Kiyeberries, and pawniepun. And one of them will be advancing. And whoever wins from each group is going to be playing each other in the finals. So hopefully that makes sense. All right. So now I would like to introduce my lovely co-caster, and I'm sure you guys know who she is. It is Nina is Noob. Hey, Nina.
Hey, Felicity. Thanks for the introduction.
Yeah, thank you so much for joining me.
I've been sitting here so long. My voice has gone funny.
You want to give a quick intro about yourself?
Yeah, so hi everyone. My name is Nina. Well, Nina is Noob. And I'm a Marvel Snap content creator and occasional caster. And I'm super excited to be here co-casting this amazing tournament featuring so many great female content creators. And yeah, I'm just excited to see what decks everyone brought. Have we explained the rules?
Oh my gosh, I didn't even go over that. That's what I was missing.
Yeah, we can explain the rules.
Yeah, so it's a very interesting format, and I know there have been people who have been really excited about it, and they've even made their own decks that I've seen getting posted. But the women are only allowed to use female or women character cards and pool 3 and below. And I know there was some people, well, I think I saw some YouTube comments, people saying, oh, why is it so limited? And it's like, well, it makes the it makes a very even playing field, I think, because there's so many cards, great cards, female cards that are past series 3, but the thing is, not everyone has those cards. So I think it makes things a lot more fair.
Yeah, I agree. I'm super excited to see what cards everyone's bringing because I know there's been some not controversy, but argument regarding whether they can bring Goose or Cosmo because Goose is a female character as well, and also a card like Hell Cow.
Mm-hmm.
And I think we decided on yes to Goose and Hell Cow, but no to Cosmo.
Right. Yep. For Cosmo, it was because, well, we kind of left it up for the players to vote on it. And because at the end of the day, Cosmo is actually a male character in the comics. So originally, Cosmo was male. So it was decided that Cosmo would not be allowed in this tournament.
That's fair. And honestly, I'm excited to see what on-reveal shenanigans we get to see because there's no Cosmo. You don't have to fear being blocked at all.
Yeah, that's true.
So yeah, exciting.
Some people are scared of that though.
I don't know. I think it's a good opportunity because, so many on-reveal decks are so scared of Cosmo, say like discard, destroy,
Yeah.
And without Cosmo, who knows what's going to happen.
That's true. There's a lot more possibilities now. Okay, so we're gonna try to make this as smooth as possible. We are gonna take time between each of the games to, set up everything. If everyone can just be patient. But hopefully the games don't last as long as the game that Nina and I had when we were in New York.
Oh my god! Have you told the story to your chat?
I have, but I'm sure there's people who haven't heard about it. But yeah, Nina and I played each other. It was honestly one of my favorite games I've ever played. But it was ridiculous, and we were pretty notorious for having the longest game ever.
I think some people already finished the second game by the time we finished our game because we didn't snap at all.
Yeah, and it was like retreats back and forth too. So
yeah.
Oh my god.
And I think I was down to like one cube, and you had 7 or 8 left.
Yeah, it was crazy. And I was like, surely I should be able to win this, right? But no. Nina brought it back and she actually beat me. But I was so happy about how well we both played and like how it went that, I was just happy that we got to play it all and the result of our games. Yeah, it was really fun.
It was a lot of fun.
Yeah.
I really, really enjoyed the event in New York. It was just so nice to meet everyone and to hang out. To go to karaoke afterwards, that was such a blast.
Oh my gosh, I know. I can't wait until there's another event like that.
Yeah, me too. Same.
All right, guys. Without further ado, we can start setting up for our first game. But first, we're gonna go over to some interviews of the players. So as I mentioned, it was Z3 and Hannah's Cat Cafe. So you guys will see a couple of videos from them while we set up, and we'll get into the games right after that.
Wait, before we start, can you stream it to me too? Because I can't see anything.
Oh yeah, let me see. Actually, you know what? Let me send you the file. Maybe I should just send you the files themselves because I won't hear it on my end, if that makes sense. Because I'm playing it directly through my OBS.
That's fine.
But yeah, they're really
great. You can just share the screen in Discord.
I can, but the problem is I'm gonna have to use my OBS to set up the games of the players, and they play directly like they're in my OBS, if that makes any sense.
I think so. Whatever is easier for you.
Okay, I'll just send them over to you. All right. And we will be back in a little bit.
How did I get into Marvel Snap? I was trying to earn brownie points, simply put. My boyfriend asked me to try it out, and I did. And the rest is history. My favorite card in Snap has to be Jeff. Because number 1, who doesn't love Jeff? Number 2, he's so cute. I have the Rion variant, and he's adorable. Especially the sounds that he makes. And the fact that nothing can stop Jeff. The coolest experience that I've had in Marvel Snap so far has to be when I got to participate and cast in the Watu Invitational. It was my first time ever casting in a tournament. I was very, very nervous, but I got to meet so many great people and it turned out to be a ton of fun.
Hey everyone, I'm Hannah from twitch.tv/HannahsCatCafe, and I'm here to answer some questions for the Quantum Cup Women Invitational Tournament. How did I get into Marble Snap? I read an article that Ben Brode, who previously worked on Hearthstone, founded a new company and is working on a new card game called Marble Snap. And since I love Hearthstone and also other card games like Magic the Gathering, Gwent and so on, I was immediately interested. Then I forgot that the game was being worked on, and then in November 2022 I suddenly realized that the game had already been released. I tried it and I've been hooked ever since. What is my favorite thing about Marble Snap? My favorite thing about Marble Snap is definitely the snap mechanic. Being able to double the stakes is so much fun and brings a lot more depth to the game than some people might realize. Playing a game of Marble Snap is a bit like playing a hand of poker. You have to assess the strength of your hand and adjust your snapping accordingly. I played another round of Hearthstone last week, had a very good hand and I thought, let's snap. And then I realized that Hearthstone doesn't have a mechanic like this. They are missing out. What is my favorite card and why? My top 3 are probably Polaris, Arrow and Serra. It's very difficult for me to choose one of them, but if I had to pick one, it would definitely be Arrow, especially after recently purchasing her ultimate variant. I enjoy moving my opponent's cards and controlling the game that way, so Arrow is the pick. The nerf to Arrow definitely hurt her power a lot, but I think she was too powerful before the nerf, so it's definitely fine like that. Now she is an 8 power card and she's not chunkyable for 5 energy with a decent effect. Definitely still strong, but now more balanced because you can play around the effect if you play more than one card the turn Arrow is being played. What is the coolest experience or event or match I've had in Marble Snap? It's definitely this one, the Quantum Cup Women's Invitational. I've only recently started streaming and I'm very grateful for the opportunity to play alongside some of the other women of the Marble Snap community. Furthermore, I'm very excited about the rules of the tournament, as I always try to include as many female cards as possible in my decks. Thank you so much to Felicity, thank you for the invitation. You and your team already did an amazing job at the last Quantum Cup. Keep up the good work. Thank you so much for having me. Much love, Hannah.
Alright guys, we are back and we have Z3 versus Hannah's Cat Cafe. Alright, let's take a look at those decks.
Very interesting decks.
Yeah,
I'm excited to see Hella.
Oh yeah, I actually haven't seen anybody with Hella yet, so this should be fun.
Well, I mean, I think this was all enabled by, you know, allowing Hellcow in. Otherwise, there'd be no way to discard. I guess there's Colleen and Lady Sif.
Yeah, but that is only just 2 cards.
True, and Hellcow is good. And also we have Invisible Woman, so we can see. And since there's no Cosmo, we can see the Invisible Woman into discard cards into Hella combo.
Oh, that's true.
So that's gonna be exciting.
Yeah, very exciting. Sorry, I am adjusting something real quick so that we can actually see their decks. Sorry, everyone, please bear with me here.
And I'm looking at Hannah's deck at the moment, and it looks like just a collection of really good cards. We have Captain Marvel, She-Hulk. I think She-Hulk is going to be in every single deck.
I think so. She-Hulk is just so strong. I don't know, you know, she's one of the strongest ones. You can combo it in different ways.
Yeah, I agree. Let me just open. Okay. And yeah, Storm. I'm expecting to see a lot of Storm, a lot of Captain Marvel, and a lot of She-Hulk. But Shuri, I'm not sure if we're going to be seeing a lot of Shuri since she's been nerfed quite recently, and I haven't been seeing a lot of her on ladder. But in this case, I think she's still really, really good. Oh, we have our first snap.
Good. Ooh.
And I think it was a snap. Oh,
Victory.
I think it was a snap from Z, and Hannah retreated.
Yep, it looks like it. Wow, that's an aggressive play. Unlike how we played.
I know. It's already more game number 1, and there's already more snaps than the whole match we had. Actually, I'm sure we snapped at least once, right?
I don't know. I don't think I did. Honestly, I don't think I snapped.
Do you snap on ladder a lot?
No, I rarely do.
Same. You know, they released the stats for this season. Have you checked yours?
Yeah, I had the Jeff one. I had the least.
No, how many? Oh, have another snap. Another snap from Z, and I can see why,
Wow.
because she basically has her combo already. We've got Invisible Woman, we've got Hela, 80 Civ, and Hellcow.
Oh my gosh, that's perfect. That's like all the discard stuff.
It's a very aggressive playstyle, and I like it.
Yeah.
Because it's very different to my own playstyle and yours, I guess.
I know.
You know.
I do not ever snap. Do you? You don't play very aggressive, huh?
No, I don't. That's why I was saying when I checked my stats, and it
Yeah.
said I only snapped in 7% of my games.
Oh my god, that's worse than me. I think mine was like 20-something%.
Yeah, I don't like to snap a lot. I
Yeah.
think I'm not a gambling person.
I only snap when chat forces me to, and I'm like, ah, fine, I guess for the content.
Oh, I don't listen to chat. But a lot of the
Smart.
time, sometimes, you know, for a content creator, you kind of want to see full games. Sometimes if you snap, people will just retreat.
Yeah, that's the thing. I love and here's my other problem. I like to see what happens. So I'm like, oh, I don't want to retreat because I just want to see, which is pretty silly, but you know, I'm just too curious.
Yeah, me too. Oh, we see Hannah skip turn 5 completely, so
Oh, we're probably gonna see She-Hulk
pretty
with
likely,
something.
yes, She-Hulk and possibly another card. I think she has Spider-Woman and also Arrow. Arrow
Ooh,
would
she
be
did say
would
she
be
said that's her
really,
favorite
really,
card.
yes, but Arrow in this instance would
Oh my
completely
gosh.
ruin. Oh no, it is Arrow. It would completely ruin. Oh no.
It's not.
Okay, but
But
Arrow
if
is
she had
would
arrowed it-
completely ruin the Hela.
Yeah, that combo would not have worked at all.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh, that's a lot of power.
Oh, but is it enough?
Oh,
And it is in. Oh no. Oh no.
oh wow. So Z takes...
That was a lot of power.
Yeah, that really was. Wow, I didn't realize
On
how
last turn.
powerful that combo really is. And even with just those is it two discards? Yeah, it's just really Hellcow and the
Yeah, and Lady Sif, I think Lady Sif
Lady
and
Sif,
Hellcow.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, that was really nice to see. And like I said, I think if anyone brings discard, it's going to dominate since there's no Cosmo. There's no way of stopping them. Well, I guess Hannah could have stopped with Arrow, but maybe she didn't draw Arrow. She didn't draw Arrow.
Oh, yeah.
Um,
Unfortunately, I can't get this deck, by the way. Sorry, everyone watching. I'm not able to get this deck to be viewed right now, so not deck, sorry, the hand.
oh,
so
we have another turn 3 snap.
Oh my gosh. Wait,
Oh,
it was from Z or from Hannah?
From Z, I think.
Oh my gosh. I wish I could play more
Wow.
aggressive like her.
I know! Oh, wait. Oh, never mind. I was watching your stream. There was no snap. There's a 3-minute
It sounded
delay.
like
I
it.
got confused. Okay, I need to stop looking at the stream because I'm also looking at your chat,
Oh.
trying to multitask and failing.
It's tough.
There's no snap, I guess, since she didn't draw Invisible Woman, so it's quite
So
risky
she's not
to.
actually playing anything this turn. It's turn 3 already, so really it's...
Yes, I mean she could play Lady Sif, but it's so risky because she. Oh no, actually it will 100% discard her Hela, which
She can't do that.
is what we want to avoid.
Oh, interesting.
Okay. I feel like this is not a great situation to be in. Oh, we have a snap from Hannah.
Oh, that's a pretty good snap, all things considered.
I really like the snap, yeah.
Yeah, because Z doesn't have anything on the board just yet.
Exactly, which means she didn't draw Invisible Woman.
Yeah.
So playing her discard cards would be really, really risky.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Interesting that the players can now drop She-Hulk so early, considering there's no Shang-Chi to, destroy those cards that are really
Exactly.
high.
I do hope.
Is this a gamble?
Oh, why we're not playing Lady Sif to discard Death 100%?
Hmm.
It's so risky. I guess risk might pay off since you get. If we can avoid Hela being discarded, then we get 2
Yeah.
cards.
Yeah, exactly. Oh my gosh. RNGesus.
Okay.
Ooh, Shuri
Oh,
from
we
Hannah.
dodged 1 and dodged 2.
Ooh, wow.
That was pretty lucky.
That was extremely lucky. Is she gonna play Hela though?
I think we're going to see Captain Marvel from Hannah's side.
That's a good play. And she used the Shuri. So that Captain
Yes,
Marvel's gonna be a
so
12.
Captain Marvel is going to be huge. It's going to be really hard for Z to deal with that amount of power.
Mm-hmm. Oh man, I think she's calculating.
And that was a really
right
good
now.
snap. I'm really liking these snaps, you know?
I know.
These players know when to snap, unlike us.
I know. I have no idea when to snap ever. He's calculating, doing the math. Do you ever just, when you're playing, you're just like, oh, screw it. I don't even want to do the math. I'll just play and see what happens.
Definitely. On ladder for sure, especially if I'm infinite already. But
Oh,
in
yeah.
battle mode, when there's 4 cubes on the line,
Oh.
you kind of have to do the maths. And also you have to hope that Hela... oh, this is so risky.
It's
I
very
wouldn't have stayed, I don't
risky.
think. Yeah, I don't think I would have stayed.
Ooh.
Oh? Well, that doesn't really do much
Oh.
for...
Further faster, baby.
Oh?
Oh my gosh.
Wait, I'm confused.
Wow.
Wait, I'm confused. Why did
It was that
Captain Marvel not move?
because it would lose the left side, I think.
Okay.
Yeah, so then it would
Would
still
it?
be
Oh,
losing.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, that was so good.
Yeah.
The risk was really worth it. And Hannah is on 1 cube at the moment already, and Z is still on 10 cubes.
She still has a chance, though. I mean, some people come back from 1 cube.
That's true.
Krakoa. I never see that location. It's so I feel like I've only seen it a few times.
I saw it alone when it first came out. Oh, it's good. Oh no,
Oh, it's changed. Oh my
Oh.
gosh.
that's actually scary.
Oh, I'm actually
no.
curious if the card doesn't flip over, does the danger room it wouldn't kill it?
I think it would count at the end.
Okay, right.
So at the end, when it all flips, then the danger room would decide whether it gets destroyed or not.
Yeah. Well, this looks like it's probably not going to be a Hela game for Z anymore if she's playing the Colleen Wing in nowhere.
I also think that Nexus is a really bad location for discard because you can't really control where your cards go with Hela. You kind of just have to hope that Hela doesn't is not a Pepega and summons the cards in the right place.
Yeah.
Oh, and Hannah's actually flooded at a location, which means that Z won't be able to play Hela there. Turn.
Yeah, she won't be able to. Huh.
And unfortunately for Hannah, there is no way for her to snap anymore because she's on 1 cube, so she can't really snap anymore.
But it will be
She
2
only has
cubes
one.
for Z.
Yes, once we have double the stakes,
Yeah.
higher stakes on game number 5, I think, from game number 5.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay. Because I remember from our games, it was just 2 cubes whether I retreated or I stayed in the game.
Yeah, I think because of the higher stakes
Yeah, that's
at the
what it
end.
is.
Oh, and looks like Z is going to risk it with Hellcow.
Oh my gosh.
It's 50-50 really,
I really
for
don't
Hella
know
to
because
dodge.
there's the Nexus. There's nothing else that can change it, right?
Oh, okay.
Oh.
Okay, dodged. And oh no!
Oh.
Oh no! This does
I don't
not
think
look
there's
good.
too much she can do. I feel like it's
No.
whoever wins the Nexus at this point, right?
Yeah, and the maximum power she can put is 9. So
Yep. All right. Well, it looks like Hannah's still in the game.
there is a chance, and I think once we have heightened stakes, then they only take 5 games. Just win 5 games in a row.
Yep.
Oh, there we go. High stakes. 2 cubes on the line for Z, 1 cube for Hannah because she only has 1 cube to work with.
All right.
But it is kind of nice because it allows the person who's behind to catch up a little bit.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Dev's Domain is interesting.
Wow, I feel
It's
like
actually
she's
really
had a good
for...
combo every single time. For Z.
Yeah. Well, I mean,
Right?
Dev's Domain is really good for discard for Hela. And I guess it's pretty good for Anna as well, since she has location manipulation cards. She
That's
has
right.
Scarlet Witch, she has Storm, and she has Captain Marvel as well. Oh, the ice
Wonder.
box hitting arrow.
Mm.
Oh? Think Z is gambling on Hannah putting Storm in the middle? But that's kind of risky.
It's very risky. I think that was the right move not to.
Oh,
play anything
okay.
because she already
That's
has some
very
power
smart.
there. Yeah.
It's very smart from Hannah, honestly, because storming Death's Domain helps both of them.
But yep.
And Hannah has ways of getting into Death's Domain. But for Z, the only way is through Hela.
That's true.
And I wonder whether it would have been better to play Invisible Woman this turn. Invisible Woman, Colleen Wing. Next turn, play Hellcow. And then last turn, play Hela. All on the right
Because
location.
now the Invisible Woman's gone.
Yeah. And it's so risky with Colleen Wing because now you're actually, because of Icebox, you can actually discard Hela now.
Oh, because they're all 6. Oh my gosh.
Yes. Oh no. Okay.
Oh.
Okay. We dodged, but there's a problem. All the cards we discarded, the cards we discarded were actually pretty small.
That's true. Is it gonna be enough power to be able to win?
I don't know,
Guess
but
we'll see.
but there's no way for Hannah. Hannah has to play out every game. She can't retreat anymore. If she retreats, she just loses.
Well, Z can't. If Z retreats, it's also 2 cubes, so she might as well just play them out as well.
Oh no! Don't! No, there's no point retreating though. There's no point.
Yeah.
There's no point at all for Z to retreat because either way she's losing 2 cubes if she loses.
Yep, exactly. And that's what happened to me when I played against you. I was like, oh, I want to retreat all of these, but I can't. I'll just play them out.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Hannah's still in.
She is still in. She just needs to win 7, so 4 games. 4 games in a row.
Oh my gosh. Well, I mean, she did win the last 2 or 3.
It's definitely not impossible.
But it's pretty difficult.
As long as Z doesn't draw her Invisible Woman.
Yeah.
Or Hela. Oh, Elysium. That's such a nice location, isn't it?
I love that
For both
location
players,
so
I think.
much. Yeah.
Me too. But I have been caught by that location. Like my opponent just playing like a million cards on the last turn. Like how?
I know.
I also get caught by the Titan a lot. You know the Titan, your 6 cost cards cost 1 less. Oh no!
Oh.
No fun allowed. Oh, Fisk Tower is actually
that's
interesting.
interesting. They both have arrow.
They
This
do
tower is
both have
very
arrow.
interesting.
And there's no Cosmo or armor.
So the
Arrow was allowed, right?
Yeah, arrow was allowed. Oh, so does Colleen Wing, does She-Hulk count as a 4 right now?
I think so, yeah. So it's between
so it
Hellcow,
could
She-Hulk, and
potentially-
White Queen. So I don't know if it's worth it actually.
Yeah, because she doesn't have Hela yet either.
Oh, okay.
She's gonna take the chance. Okay. White queen.
Oh, there's the invisible woman. Oh. Taskmaster is quite interesting. Is that Taskmaster generated or?
It's gotta be generated, right?
Oh yeah, it's from the hub, of course.
Mm-hmm.
But you know, in the MCU, Taskmaster is actually a woman.
Oh, really?
Well, yes, it's always been a man, but I mean, it's probably a bit of a spoiler.
It's okay.
But in one of the movies, Taskmaster is actually a woman.
Mm. Yeah, I guess she didn't play the Invisible Woman because it would just not be cost effective. She would only be able to play that.
No.
Ooh,
Oh no!
Polaris.
Oh, Polaris is such a good card.
And it's Fisk Tower. I forgot about.
Oh, there goes the arrow.
Gosh. This is gonna be a very tough game for Z to win, I think.
I mean, I wonder if we ever just skip and then just play She-Hulk and Spider-Woman.
Yeah, she could. But the problem is, I feel like Hannah's gonna play Arrow on Fisk Tower.
Yes, but you just make sure that the last card you play in the Fisk Tower.
Oh, right. I forgot about that change. I haven't played Arrow since then. Yeah,
I still play her sometimes. She was really good in Sandman decks.
Oh, yeah, I can see that.
Have you actually completed that mission where you have to win all 3 locations?
I don't remember. I probably haven't.
It's so hard. I tried for like 3 hours today. Okay, maybe 2 hours.
Gosh.
In the end, I had to go back to Sandman to do it.
Well, you did it. There you go.
Okay, we didn't draw Hela.
I don't know if
because we didn't skip, now we're kind of stuck because we know that Hannah has arrow.
Yeah.
And actually, let me have a look at her hand.
Oh.
Oh, we have a retreat from Z. I mean, I feel like it's pointless, and Hannah did have arrow, so there is no way for Z to win.
Wow, the games are getting really close now.
I know.
So
Z down to 5 cubes.
Oh my gosh.
This is getting interesting. I thought we were gonna have a really fast match, but you know,
I know it seemed like it because
we might see a comeback.
Hannah went down to 1 cube, but she's been winning these games.
Yeah. Onslaught Citadel is such an interesting location because usually depending on the deck you're playing, you either love it or hate it.
Yeah.
But I was speaking with Eggs earlier today, and we actually noticed that there aren't a lot of female ongoing cards.
Right, yeah, there aren't.
So very few cards will actually benefit from this location.
Well, which is good, because I guess both of them don't really benefit from it. Do either of them have any ongoing? I don't think so.
Well, the only ongoing, I think, is Invisible Woman, but...
Oh, right. But it doesn't double.
It doubles invisibility.
Even more invisible. Oh.
I feel like Jessica Jones is a very underrated card.
Yeah, yeah. Really
especially if you're playing Storm or you have Kiln.
Yep.
Okay.
Oh, now well... It probably makes sense to skip this, right?
The draws for Z have been very unfortunate the last few games.
Wonder what Hannah's gonna play. It seems like this is in Hannah's favor right now, because that Jessica Jones is gonna get 4 more power. But if Z somehow top decks the Hela, this could be...
That's true. Top deck Hela. I mean... no, there's no way because we have Chavez in the deck.
Oh, yeah, that's not gonna happen. Man. Marvel. That's a really strong play. I don't know.
Yeah. Oh, this is very tricky. Oh, the draws have been so unfortunate for Z.
Mm-hmm. Oh, wow. 3 cubes to 1
Z
now.
down to 3 cubes.
This is crazy.
I mean, I feel like there's just no point retreating because either way you're losing the same amount of cubes. I guess.
Yeah. I mean, I guess that was pretty apparent she was gonna lose that one, so whether she played it out.
And
at
also
least
by
that one
retreating.
was. Mm-hmm.
By retreating, you're kind of showing that you know you're going to lose.
Yeah, that's true. Another?
Oh, Onslaught Citadel again.
Okay, so
I honestly am not sure about Colleen Wing in this deck because you know we don't have Swarm, we don't have Wolverine, so these cards aren't amazing. Like I would have much preferred to keep Lady Sif, because now we could have discarded Death.
Yeah, that's true.
But we still have Hellcow, so
But
not
wait,
all is lost.
Oh, we're gonna be shuffling, right?
Oh, true.
Maybe the Sif would have been good.
I'm sad we won't see any Mr. Negative decks. Oh?
Wind, aid my hand.
Okay. Oh, there's that Hela, but I think it's just one turn too early.
This is really scary.
It's 50-50. It's 50-50. No,
Yeah.
actually, it's not 50-50, is it?
It's...
So 25% the first time, and then the second one is like 33% to hit her.
Right, that's true.
We always dodge. Oh, we dodged
Okay.
once.
Oh,
We dodged twice!
My God.
Oh, wow.
She got really lucky there. Okay,
Actually,
she
pure
has
skill.
a chance of winning this one now.
I think she has won it, honestly.
Yeah, that's a lot of power. Unless they somehow stack or just... I don't know. Okay.
I mean, I think we always win because where is that death going to go? If death goes left, we always win. We just need the death to go left.
Yeah.
Unless, I mean,
what if
we
everything
do know
just goes
Hannah
right?
has Captain Marvel as well.
That's true.
Okay, Hannah's thinking very hard. I can see the cards in her hand.
And I apologize again. I don't have this set up correctly, so I can't see what's in her hand at the moment.
Oh, she's skipping so she can play She-Hulk next turn.
Oh.
I mean, Hela can also mess her up if... All depends where that death goes.
So she has death. What else got discarded? Lady Sif had gotten discarded.
Arrow also got discarded.
Oh, Arrow will be very interesting.
That is true. So I think Hannah knows that Arrow has been discarded, so she needs to play really carefully. The order that she plays her cards in.
Yeah, that will make a difference. Okay. Oh. Interesting. That's a lot of power there.
Yes, and the death. Oh, the death did not go.
Oh
the death did not go to the left.
That's crazy.
That is crazy. Oh, now they're both down to one cube each.
Oh my god. I didn't think we would get to this. That's crazy.
I know.
What?
Oh, the Nexus again.
I can't believe it's 1 cube versus 1 cube now, honestly.
I know. I think we called it, didn't we? We said.
Yeah, I mean, but when I said
even
that,
though
I was like, yeah, maybe,
cubes.
Maybe she'll, somehow get Z down to 1 cube, but it's reality now. Okay, well, Z has Invisible Woman now.
Oh, she does. Okay.
Hopefully she'll get Hela, though.
But the next is kind of interesting because do we actually want to
I don't know if that's
play
the place.
Invisible Woman?
Yeah, I don't know.
Maybe the right side would have been better, honestly.
That's what I'm thinking too. Because then the
But
Nexus
this is a
gives
very
all the
bad
power,
location.
but if you're just putting,
Yeah.
you know, all the stuff that discards, it's not actually that much power.
We want our big. I want to say big boys, but it's big girls on the left. We haven't actually drawn any big girls.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, that's interesting.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
Hand.
The
gonna
storm.
be
Hannah
really
storming the location for Invisible Woman is just so 5-head, honestly.
It really is. And that Jessica Jones Storm combo is so good.
It's so strong.
It really is.
Okay, we have a few options. I mean, Spider-Woman doesn't really do anything.
There's no cards.
White Queen can give us maybe She-Hulk or Chavez. Oh no, Chavez, not Chavez, sorry. It's always She-Hulk if we have She-Hulk in our hand, which... Let me just have a look.
Oh yeah, so she won't be
Which we
getting-
do. And the She-Hulk is actually buffed by Koi as well.
This is a tough game. It could go either way.
This is it. This is the last game.
What a crazy game.
Captain Marvel.
Okay.
I love Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
I think she's probably one of my favorite cards.
Yeah, she can be so powerful. I feel like my opponents have won so many games off me with Captain Marvel.
I think for Hannah, it's pretty much a guaranteed win as long as... Okay, that's interesting. I'm looking at what she's doing now.
Yeah, I mean, I wish I could see.
Okay, she's playing Squirrel Girl, and then she's thinking about playing Arrow on the right location.
Oh.
Which means her Captain Marvel will move to the middle and win,
Oh, interesting.
which is very, very smart.
Yeah.
Oh, no? Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Oh.
Disaster time.
Oh man.
Oh, actually, it's not disaster. I think Hannah always wins here.
Okay. Squirrel Girl,
Yeah.
Arrow.
The Captain Marvel is just very hard to beat. And Captain Marvel doesn't even need to move.
The Squirrel Girl was really smart there as well.
Oh
She
my
could say.
days, what a comeback.
GG. Oh my god.
GGs
that
to
was
both.
insane.
That was so intense.
I've never seen a game like that. Holy crap.
I think that was a better comeback than I did with our game.
Yeah,
Because
it
I
was.
think
It
you
was
had like 7 or 8 cubes and Z had 10 cubes.
Oh my gosh. I'm gonna switch back to our webcams. Just a heads up.
Okay.
What a game. My god. They both played so well. That was so fun to see and that was so intense. I can't believe that Hannah made that big of a comeback. Oh my gosh.
It was so much fun to watch. And especially I loved how aggressive the girls were with the snaps in the very beginning, you know?
Oh yeah.
Z snapping every time she had her combo and Hannah also snapping back. It was very exciting to watch.
Yeah, very, very exciting. I still can't believe that. Because in the beginning, I was like, okay, I think Z's got this game, you know? It seemed like it because Hannah was down to 1 cube. I think Z,
and
Z
Z
still
had
like
full health. It's 10 cubes.
I was
I
thinking
can't
to
believe
myself
it.
like, oh man, Hannah, that sucks. It's gonna be so hard for her to come back. But she did it
And
somehow.
She did it.
It's insane.
She had to win how many games? 7 games in a row, right? Or was it 6 games in a row?
Maybe
6 or 7 games in a row.
Yeah, you're right. Because the first one it was only 1 cube, and then it was like higher stakes.
Yeah.
Oh my
That
god.
was so impressive. GG's
Very
to both.
impressive. Yeah, they both did such a great job. Wow. Glad we got the chance to see
loved it.
that. Me too. All right, so let's see what else we have. Let me check the schedule real quick. I don't have this memorized, but I think our next two players are KKsparkles and Helen of Toy. Before I go on to that one, we can take a look at our bracket right now. Let me see. I don't know if it's updated.
Are we
yet.
watching some interviews as well?
Yes, we will be watching interviews. Actually, sorry, the bracket is not updated just yet, but we will show if it is updated when we get back, then I will show that. But for now, I think we're going to take a quick break and just set up for our next two players. I think they are ready already. So let's go on to, let me see. I've got a couple of interview videos. So let me go ahead and play those.
Hello everybody, my name is KK, and today I am competing in the Quantum Cup Women's Invitational, hosted by the lovely Felicity. Felicity, thank you so much for inviting me to compete in this tournament. I'm very excited, and now I'm gonna answer a few questions for you guys. How did you get into Marvel Snap? Well, I am a huge card gaming fanatic. I was actually streaming Hearthstone when some of my viewers came in to tell me that there was a card game based around Marvel Comics, and I was like, no way, I'm obsessed with Marvel, I've gotta try this out. So at the end of November was the first time I tried out Marvel Snap, and I have been just hooked ever since, constantly climbing every month, getting infinite, having a blast, and I'm just loving it. What is your favorite thing about Marvel Snap? I really love how fast the games are. I think it's great that you can just hop on your phone, get a few games in real quick, do your dailies, get on your computer as well, and you can play another game at the same time. Like, it's great for multitasking. I really love it. Also, the freaking variant art in this game is insane. So good. Love the art. And all the bundles that keep coming up, I'm like, I want them all! What is your favorite card and why? You guys, I love this game. I'm addicted. I can't pick just one favorite. I'll tell you who my favorite superhero is. It's Iron Man. I am a huge Iron Man fan. Iron Man, the card, is pretty bomb as well. I think he's best in Mr. Negative decks. Sometimes he's good in like a Thanos ongoing type deck. Pop him in with your Devil Dino. I love Devil Dino. That's another one of my favorites. And She-Hulk as well. She is a powerhouse. I love when you can Moon Girl her, skip turn, and then play two of her out, surprise on the last turn. Absolutely one of my favorite plays. But yeah, I can't pick just one favorite. It's really tough. Wongers is a lot of fun. I love being able to do some intense combos on top of Wong. If you're able to get around not being on the Cosmo lane, of course. What is the best Marvel Snap pickup line or joke you can come up with? Alright, guys. Can I buy you a drink? Alright. What kinda drink you want? You guys get Wakanda drink you want? Alright, moving on. What is the coolest experience or event or match you've had in Marvel Snap? Honestly, it is this tournament. I think it is so cool to be competing against some of these women that I have been inspired to watch their streams and see them grow and all of that for a few years now. Like, there's some girls in here that are from the Hearthstone community, and I'm like, I've been looking up to them forever, so kind of fangirling to be able to compete with some of these ladies and just being really inspired and just real excited to do the thing. Felicity, thank you so much again for hosting this tournament, and I know it's going to be a lot of fun. I hope you guys have fun watching. Thank you so much for having me.
Hi everyone, I'm Helen Toy, and I'm here to answer some questions for the Kwanzaa Cup Women's Invitational Tournament. So the first question is, how did you get into Marvel Snap? So I got into Marvel Snap because I heard that there was a Marvel-themed card game coming out, and I wanted to try it out because I played other card games before, like Yu-Gi-Oh! And Pokemon. So I decided to give it a try, plus I watched all the Marvel movies, so I thought it would be pretty fun and exciting. Then once I started actually playing Marvel Snap, it got pretty addicting because it was so much fun going up in collection level and unlocking new cards. It was also fun going up in rank because I'm pretty competitive. What is your favorite thing about Marvel Snap? My favorite thing about Marvel Snap is that the locations are always different, so no game is ever the same. So the thing about having different locations is that even though you play the same deck over and over again, you have to think differently about each game because some cards don't work quite well with other cards, the locations. So you just have to think differently, and that makes it pretty interesting. I also like that the games are pretty quick, so that I can always fit into my day when I'm pretty busy. What is your favorite card and why? My favorite card would have to be Arrow. Even though she's been nerfed like many times, it can still be a game changer. Like, you can avoid the Galactus, the Shang-Chi, or it could be anything, and you can win the game that way.
Alright guys, we are back. We've got our next two players ready. Let me refresh this real quick.
Did you guys like the interviews?
The interviews are so fun. I really, really love them because we get a chance to just get to know our players.
Yeah, I love that actually. And so few tournaments actually show these little tidbits. And we don't really get to know the players usually. You know, it's just the name behind the screen. That's it.
Yeah.
But here, you know, you get to know the players a little bit, which is really fun.
Yeah, and they're all such great women, and they're so fun, and they're all just awesome. So we love them.
And I like that Wakanda drink joke as well.
Yeah, it was really good. All right, so here is what we have for the bracket so far. It looks like, well, we did have a couple. Oh, sorry about that. I'll read it out.
Oh, is there a link to the bracket maybe?
Yes, I think TC will be able to send it over to you. If you don't mind, TC, sorry.
I think I have a link in chat. Is that the one? No, that's a different one.
Yeah,
Quantum Cup,
schedule.
That's a different one, isn't it? I got it.
Okay, nice. Yep, so that's the updated bracket now. The reason why a couple of people, you might not see any scores there is because we have two people that sit out every single round. But so far, what we have is Hannah's Cat Cafe has a win, pawniepun has a win, KKsparkles has a win, Kiyeberries has a win, and Helen of Toy has a win.
I think KKsparkles has a loss.
Oh, so I'm so sorry. I'm looking at this complete. Oh my god. Okay, I'm being dumb. Okay, so the wins are Hannah's Cat Cafe, Kiyeberries, and Helen of Toy, and then the losses are Z, pawniepun, and KKsparkles. Okay, sorry. Wow. Well, good thing we sent that over to you.
Yeah, I was just gonna listen and be like, yep, that sounds right. Yep. Yeah, all good.
So I read that completely wrong. All right. Thank you, Nina.
It's all right. It's good to have an extra pair of eyes, especially when you're organizing a tournament. There's so many things to worry about, you know.
Yeah.
There's bound to be a few little
hiccups. Yeah.
Hitches? Is that a word?
Maybe. It
I
sounds like it can be.
Yeah, I think I just made it up.
All right, cool.
Okay.
So I apologize for all the chaos. Thank you everybody for being patient. We can get into our next game. Our next game is KKsparkles versus Helen of Toy. So if you guys can deafen, and then right after that, you're welcome to start the game. All right, let me go into the gameplay screen.
So we're going to be watching from KKsparkles' point of view.
Mm-hmm.
And both decks just seem to be running good cards. I think there's no theme. There is not destroy, and not discard. Just a lot of good cards.
Yeah.
And I'm actually excited to see Maria Hill from KKsparkles.
Yep.
Since I like cards that generate other cards, you know?
I
It's like
love
in
the cards that generate other cards. Those are like my favorites.
Oh. And because, especially in battle mode, it's really fun since you don't know what your opponent has. If your opponent doesn't know what card you got. Oh.
Mm-hmm.
That's interesting, actually.
Yeah. Oh, Helen of Toy also has Agent 13 in her deck as well.
Mm-hmm.
Another fun one that generates stuff.
Yeah.
Oh,
And White Queen is actually so good here as well to steal your opponent's She-Hulk. Pretty much usually. Every time She-Hulk.
That's true. I feel like like you said, everyone's gonna have She-Hulk.
Yeah, I think this
Great
one
card to
is
have.
one card that every deck is going to have.
Yeah. Yep.
And I like that in Helen's deck, we also see Wave. If she plays Wave on 5, she'll be able to play
Oh.
She-Hulk and another card on turn 6.
That's true. But I guess her opponent will be able to as well.
Only if they spend 3 energy or
Oh,
less
right.
on turn 5.
Oh, you're right.
Okay, turn 5, we have Shuri down from Helen, and I'm interested to see what card she's going to play. She actually, I think, oh, she got Odin. She got Odin from the hub.
Oh.
Oh, she decided to skip instead and play
Oh,
She-Hulk
yeah.
next turn. Oh,
Odin
okay.
showed up. Aw.
Oh.
Looks like
Ebony Maw is kind of annoying because now you completely blocked from playing anything on the right, but she is so far ahead. I don't think it
that's
actually
true.
matters
It is a
because
lot of
even
power.
yeah, because of the nerf to She-Hulk, actually really hard to beat that side. Okay.
Ooh.
Oh,
That's a big Captain Marvel.
yes. You know what? That's
There's
actually one of my favorite combos. Shuri, Captain Marvel, and She-Hulk.
Yeah, it's
The
so
only thing that's
strong.
missing is Sunspot, but can't play Sunspot here.
Yeah. I like that how we have these rules because we get to see such different decks than what you just face on ladder, you know? It's really
Yeah,
interesting.
definitely. You never see decks like this. And, you know, it gets a bit boring seeing the same decks over and over again. Like, oh, Thanos this, Thanos that. And then there's Sandman this, Sandman that.
Yeah, this is
These
so
are just really
unpredictable.
fun.
Yeah.
Fun. I think it's just more fun, honestly.
Mm-hmm.
It's nice to see Medusa because I don't really see her on ladder a lot. And because of cloning VATS, she will get buffed every single time. So I think Helen's copy is the one in her hand is now at 4 power. So if she plays it again, it's going to be 6 power and vice versa. And like it's just going to keep growing.
That's true. How do you feel about that location, Nidavellir? I feel like it's such a, I don't know, sometimes it feels like a hard location to play into. Like you have to have
Yeah,
like
you kind
4
of have
cards.
to flood it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
just gives you so
You
much
have to be
power.
careful because Shang-Chi loves that location.
Mm-hmm.
But since we don't have Shang-Chi, I think we're pretty safe playing there.
Yeah. I like Gamora in this, you know, all
Gamora
women's
is really nice, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Gamora is actually so much power. I was looking at all the high-cost female characters, and very few of them actually have a lot of power.
Yeah, exactly.
And Gamora is one of the highest ones.
And at this point, it feels like these decks, it's really smart to have those as high-powered cards as possible because, you know, there's no Shang-Chi that's going to get in your way either.
That's true, but I am really hoping to see a a Valkyrie.
Ooh. Oh wait, Valkyrie is not Series 3.
She is Series 3.
Is she?
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
She's dropped to Series 3.
Okay.
She went from
Well,
5 to 4
I don't remember
to...
if we had her in the
Oh,
approved
really?
cards list. Now that I think about it, I'm not sure.
Let's have a look. Valkyrie Marvel Snap. I'm pretty sure she's now Series 3. Yeah, she's Series 3.
Well,
She dropped to Series 3 with the last series drop.
Oh, I can't remember.
But I don't know if
we
she's...
have her in there or not. Valkyrie would
I
definitely
can have a
be
look.
good
I
to
can
have.
check.
Okay.
Here we go.
Maybe we didn't have her in there.
She's
when
there,
we
she's
made
there.
it. Oh, she is? Okay.
She's on the list.
Yeah, I knew that. Exactly.
I really hope someone brings her.
Yeah, I think that's a really good idea. You're right.
Since there's no ongoing cards, really, female characters, I think, yeah. Valkyrie is going to be the only way to deal with big cards.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh.
I mean, Captain Marvel tried.
Yeah. Alright, looks like KKsparkles takes this one. The score is even right now.
Oh, and Gamora also grows with cloning vats. I actually really like cloning vats. Such a fun location.
It is pretty fun.
Oh, and Sinister London.
Oh, I love that location. It
I
just
love it
feels
too.
good, even if I don't know.
Oh, wait.
Oh my gosh.
Oh, why is there two good locations? Now, do you play into Shuri's Lab or Sinister London? Oh. And Titania is great too.
Oh my
Things
god,
like-
and the Nexus.
Oh, wow. I mean, we do have Scarlet Witch, so we can probably change one of the locations, but which one would you want to change here? I'm not even too
don't
sure here,
know.
to be honest. And we haven't seen a lot of snaps, actually.
Wait, I think they're both playing it.
Oh. Oh, okay.
Wow, and a snap from that?
A snap from KK.
Wow.
But you know, Shuri's change now
Oh
means
my
that
gosh.
it won't be doubled twice. It would just be doubled once in the location that you play the card.
Oh, that's right.
Oh. I'm gonna have a little sneak peek and see what Helen actually stole. Alright, so she stole one arrow and one Captain Marvel.
Okay. That's pretty good.
No She-Hulk. I wonder here if you actually just want to skip and maybe just play something like a She-Hulk and Captain Marvel. Like Captain Marvel
That's
and
pretty
She-Hulk.
strong.
Yeah,
They both skipped, right?
they both skipped.
Yeah.
I think Helen's plan is also to play Captain Marvel and She-Hulk, but
But I think KKsparkles is gonna have more power.
yes,
Oh,
because
wait.
of Shuri.
Helen might not play the Captain Marvel.
Okay, she's decided to
Not
play
yet.
Arrow instead, which is interesting. Okay.
I think Helen's playing Spider-Woman.
I'm interested to see what happens here because of Sinister London. Arrow is a little bit funny because we don't have initiative, right?
Yeah.
So Sinister London gets the copy first, and then we play Arrow, which I'm not sure how good that is.
Oh, it's just
Okay.
a lot of power.
Oh, that was good enough.
All right. That was a 4-cuber.
Oh wow. I think it's Shuri. Shuri does it again.
Yeah, I was testing some decks as well, and it seemed like Shuri is actually pretty good.
Yeah, definitely.
Because I feel like with these restrictions, just having a lot more power on the board is pretty big.
Oh, everyone's favorite location, the rocks. I'm not sure about bringing Enchantress, to be honest, because, like I said, there's not a lot of female cards that are ongoing.
Yeah.
Oh, Oscorp
Oh.
Tower.
Hmm.
I guess we can always use Scarlet Witch on it. So we don't give our opponent some free
Yeah.
cards.
That's true. Oh, it looks like Helen got Dazzler from Agent 13.
Oh, that's a nice location.
Mm-hmm. That location always makes me feel so good about my cards, but then, you know, the same thing happened to my opponents.
I know, but it's actually, depending on when it shows up, it's good for the person who has been holding on to their cards.
Yeah.
I guess we're playing Enchantress for stats, which is pretty good. I mean, a 4/8 is really
That's
nice.
pretty
If you think
strong.
about it, Crossbones is 4/8, and you have to be winning the location to play it.
That's true.
The Shuri is down. Oh, and we have Shuri on this side as well. Okay.
Do they both have Shuri? Oh, yeah, they do.
Yeah, they both have Shuri in their decks.
Yeah, it's pretty damn strong.
I want to see Wave. I haven't seen Wave yet. I think we might be seeing Captain Marvel now. Maybe not.
Maybe.
Captain Marvel and She-Hulk, I think, from Helen.
She-Hulk for sure.
I'm gonna have a little sneak peek. Okay, she's still deciding.
Yep.
I think she's deciding what she wants to double with Shuri. If I were her, I'd probably just double the Captain Marvel.
Yeah, Captain Marvel's...
Because that's just more flexible, right?
It is, and it's just
Captain
so
Marvel
much
can
power.
move. And Captain Marvel is actually buffed by Wakandan Embassy as well.
Oh man, I can barely see that, but that's true.
Okay. Wait, no, the order is wrong. The order is wrong. Order for Shuri. I need to play the next card in the Shuri location. Okay. Oh my god.
It might work out. Let's see.
No, I think KK loses. She loses the
man.
tiebreaker. No. Helen loses the tiebreaker.
The tiebreaker. Oh, so close.
Yeah.
So close.
I think if she doubled, would she have won the tiebreaker? I don't know because... Yeah, I'm not 100% sure because the middle Spider-Woman, it was so big. Okay, so Helen is now on 2 cubes. But we know from experience that means nothing.
That's true. Yeah, it
that
doesn't
means
mean
nothing.
What round is this?
This is round number 5, I think. This is the
Oh, it
first
is higher
time that we have
stakes,
double
too.
stakes.
Oh,
Yeah.
man. So it could... If Helen loses this one, it'll be the last game for her.
Yeah.
Let's see. Oh, they both Scarlet Witched again.
Yeah.
The same
I
location,
love it. I love
too.
it. Teamwork.
Oh my god. World ship?
Whoa, that is so unlikely.
Oh no.
That's one of the rarest locations in the game? I think the same chances of getting it as Ego.
Really? I feel like
Ego
I get
and
World
World
Ship
Ship.
more than Ego.
Oh really? I think
Yeah.
yeah, maybe. Hey, free Galactus basically. Too bad we don't have Death in this deck. Oh wait, that doesn't do anything. Oh yeah, it does. It does.
That's true. If they had any... Oh, they both had the Scarlet Witch. Oh, Gamora is so good here. Ooh, but
Gamora
is
is
Helen gonna
amazing.
play
Unless
anything? Because
Helen
this-
decides to skip.
Oh, she might skip on this one.
Yeah.
Oh, she did. Good
Oh
call.
no!
Okay.
We have a retreat from Sparkles. But like I said again, is there a point retreating?
I guess not.
Because
yeah,
she can only lose 2 cubes, and 2 cubes are on the line.
Yeah,
So I
I think
might as
maybe
well just
people don't realize that.
see it through.
Maybe they don't realize.
Maybe.
Agent 13 got a Star-Lord. I'm always scared of playing Titania.
Yeah, Titania is a card you kind of want to play, unless you're playing a clogging deck, you kind of want to play her last. On turn 6, especially like if you don't have initiative.
So early though, you know? And I'm like, what are you gonna do? Like, it feels like, I don't know, it's so scary to play it that early.
Yeah, I feel like my brain's not big enough to play her early because you have to calculate which way she's gonna go, which way she's gonna end up. Like,
Yeah.
this is too much calculating.
And you just don't know what your opponent's gonna do either. It's too unpredictable. Okay. Early Captain Marvel.
Oh, do you see we have both Crimson Cosmos and the big house? I feel like it's so often that happens, these two locations in the same game.
Yes, I feel like I've gotten them together a lot as well.
Okay, we have Shuri. But what are we going to double? Is it going to be She-Hulk and Titania? She-Hulk. Okay, if we lose initiative, actually, I think we do lose initiative, right? She-Hulk into Titania might actually be pretty good.
Oh yeah, that's true. If she doesn't have priority anymore, then they can't. Ellen can't play after. Once again, this could be Helen's last game, so she has to win this if she wants to continue.
I'm gonna have a little sneak peek on her side. I like. Oh, she has a wave. You know what? I really hope she plays wave.
Because she has. Be very interesting.
She has She-Hulk. She didn't play anything.
She didn't play anything. Well, let's see. I mean, there's still a chance. And depending on where these cards go as well.
Playing wave would have been amazing, honestly. Because if Helen played wave, Sparkles could only have played one card. Because she spent 5 energy last turn, she wouldn't have been able to play She-Hulk and Titania. But now she can play 2, and she doesn't have initiative, which is really, really good.
This is gonna be really interesting. So Sparkles is not playing anything on the left. Oh, she does have Captain Marvel though. That can be really useful.
Oh, the Captain Marvel is so hard to play around.
Yeah, I still don't really understand who's if they both have Captain Marvel, whose Captain Marvel moves last.
The person it moves in the order that it was played in.
Oh.
So the person who plays the Captain Marvel first, their Captain Marvel sees if they can win the game, and then it moves. And then the person who played Captain Marvel last, their Captain Marvel will see. Okay, so now we'll see KK's Captain Marvel. Oh, she doesn't really need to move because she already won. Oh, no! See, so in this instance, it was so important who put the Captain Marvel down first.
I see.
Because her Captain Marvel didn't move because she thought they already won the game.
Yeah.
Then Helen's Captain Marvel was like, "Oh, let me check." She's like, "Oh, we can win this."
The score is getting even closer with them too.
I know.
Oh my God, these games.
Every game super exciting.
Maria Hill. And she got a Yondu from that. Okay. Got
That's a nice location to play into. Okay.
Yep. Helen's hovering over her Scarlet Witch.
Just to deny the buffs to the opponent.
Yeah.
Oh, she decides to play in Attilan instead. Maybe just giving up more island. Oh, okay.
Oh my gosh, Mojo World. I feel like
that's pretty good.
Is it good?
I really, really hope that Helen plays Wave this game.
Oh yeah. Yeah,
because
we haven't seen it yet.
As long as she's ahead on turn. Okay, we need to do something about the vault. So I think maybe we can do something like Shuri into Wave into the Vault. And then on last turn we can play like She-Hulk and something else into Mojo World. Okay.
Okay, Shuri went into Mojo World. Oh, man, those cards in Mirror Island are gaining a lot of power too.
Yeah, now I'm not sure if there's anything we can do. I mean, I guess we can play Wave into Titania into... Oh? Are we not playing anything?
Oh.
But that's the problem, right? We have already played... We played Shuri in Mojo World, which means the next card we play has to be in Mojo World as well.
Mm-hmm.
I really hope she plays Titania middle. Oh.
It looks like she wants to play the Agent. Well, maybe Agent 13 will give her something good. Let's see.
Yeah, I mean, even Titania middle probably wouldn't do anything because from the looks of it, KKsparkles is planning on playing Captain Marvel.
That's a really strong Captain Marvel.
Oh,
Although,
I
don't know if that's gonna do much over in Mojo World. The Titania over there. Well, I guess what else would she play?
I mean, she's not hoping to win Mojo World. I think she's trying to win the Vault.
Yeah.
Yeah, so the Captain Marvel will move to the Vault, and for Helen to win the Mirror Island, she needs to get a lot of power. Which is pretty much impossible. No, it's not possible because
Titania, though?
because of the location buffs as well.
Oh man. Yep.
We have a win for Sparkles.
Yep.
KKsparkles.
GG.
GG's.
Those were great games once again.
Yeah, that was really fun to watch, honestly.
Yeah.
And I feel like it was quite similar decks with a few differences. I feel like Helen's deck was maybe a little bit more affordable because, you know, there were cards like Medusa and like Jessica Jones and, you know, Okoye. Whereas KKsparkles had more of a, you know, actually, I wouldn't say expensive cards either. And they both had Shuri.
Yeah.
And they both had Titania as well. Yeah.
I feel like the Shuri... Oh, by the way, I'm going to switch back over to our webcams, just a heads up.
Okay.
All right, there we go. Yeah, I feel like Shuri makes a big difference in the games. Because I know I had tried creating a deck as well and played somebody who had Shuri, and when I didn't, and it was just... I kept losing. But once I added Shuri, I saw how big of a difference that made. And the Shuri paired with the Captain Marvel, oh my gosh, it's so good. It's just so much power that,
yeah,
you know.
It's a huge difference. Especially if you want to pair like Captain Marvel with She-Hulk at the very end. Yeah. Or you can, because there's so many options, there are so many good 5-drops, you can just play She-Hulk with any of these 5-drops, like Gamora, Arrow, Spider-Woman. They're all really, really good cards.
It's just a lot of power being thrown down the last turn, and that's really scary because it's so unpredictable. So,
yeah, definitely.
Yeah, it's hard to figure out where to play too, because it seems like with every game, because everyone has She-Hulk in their deck, it's just you just don't know where people are gonna be playing, and you kind of have to guess. I feel like there's a little bit of luck involved.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah.
And I do wish that we saw Wave played more often from Helen, because I think a few times if she played Wave, she would have been able to block KKsparkles from playing 2 cards on turn 6.
Yeah, I think she could have taken some wins for those games. But
yeah,
both of the players did an amazing job. They played very well, and it's really not easy with those restrictions making those decks. And
yes, definitely.
I feel like it's hard strategizing.
Honestly, I feel like it was pretty close at the end. Helen almost clawed back a victory. Like, she just needed to win this game and then another one.
Yeah,
So
that's
it
true.
was really, really close.
Yeah, like once again, I was like, oh man, Helen is done for pretty early. But then, she was able to even it out a little more. So
yeah, definitely. Yeah. It was so exciting. Honestly, and at the end, it's pretty much like Captain Marvel versus Captain Marvel. Which one is going to, win and move to the right place?
Yeah, exactly. I'm glad we got to see that game where I think it was Helen's Captain Marvel moved afterwards, or was the last one to move. Yeah,
it was played after as well.
Yep.
I think I played against Eggs today, and the same thing happened. Like, because I played Captain Marvel later than her, and mine moved afterwards. Yeah.
Oh.
So
All
yeah,
right.
good games to both.
Yeah.
Really fun to watch.
Very good games.
Mm-hmm.
All right, I'm gonna look over at the bracket real quick. Let me just update this thing and refresh. Let's see if it has been. Oh, looks like we do have some updates here.
Okay.
We've got a win for Eggs for Sale has 1 win, 0 losses. Hannah's Cat
Nice.
Cafe has a win and a loss. Same with Z, 1 win, 1 loss. Nicholena, no wins, 1 loss. Same with pawniepun, 0 wins, 1 loss. KKsparkles with 1 win, 1 loss. Kiyeberries with 1 win, 0 losses, and Helen of Toy 1 win, 1 loss. And there's 2 people who sit out every turn, so that's why some of them are missing scores.
It all looks really, really close. There's no clear winner and no clear losers. So like it's all up for grabs still. Like I don't know, who's gonna make it to the final.
Yeah, absolutely. And with this format, it is pretty likely that some of these players are gonna be tied, because it's totally possible for 2 people to have 2 wins and 1 loss. At the end, if that happens, we're going to do it based on the number of cubes that they have remaining. So we are also keeping track of that. It's not on this bracket right now, but if we need to use it, we will have that info.
Okay, yeah, that's nice to have a tiebreaker.
Yep, absolutely. All right, so what we're going to do now is we'll watch a couple of interviews. The next 2 players up, it's gonna be nicholena versus Eggs for Sale.
Oh, I'm excited to watch this.
Yeah, I'm excited as well. All right, let's go check out their interviews.
Actually, my husband was the person that got me into Marvel Snap. He had been following Ben since he left Hearthstone and announced Second Dinner. And when the game was released for beta, he was in there right away. And he was playing day and night, and I just didn't understand why he was so obsessed with this game until one day he came over and said, if I can get this set up on your phone, will you play? And I said, sure. And I was addicted after that point. I was playing constantly, and now I have over 1,000 hours in this game, and I just love it. It's changed my life in more ways than one. And yeah. My favorite card is actually Jubilee. I think that she's super fun, and the RNG and gamble of it when you play her just leads to some really funny situations. It's almost like her and Wasp are the perfect couple, because that's pretty much all I ever see her pull. And I just like the surprise that comes with it, whether it's good or bad. The best Marvel Snap pickup line that I was able to come up with was, "Are you Kang? Because I would like you to conquer me." So bad.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back now. The next 2 players that will be playing are nicholena and Eggs for Sale. So I think it's going to be a really great matchup. I'm excited to see their decks, and I'm excited to see the matches.
I am super excited to watch this match. I actually played with Eggs a little bit today in battle mode, just to, she wanted to test her deck. And there is this one card that I kind of suggested, and she put it in, and I'm super excited to see it in action.
All right, so I'm excited as well. I think we are ready for both of the players, so we can go over and to the gameplay. So if you guys want to go ahead and deafen and then start the game, we are ready.
Are we watching from Egg's perspective or nicholena?
This will be nicolena's perspective.
Okay.
All right.
Again, She-Hulk in every deck.
Yeah, I think
just
it
like
probably
how you
will be in every
predicted.
deck. So, are we allowed to ask you which deck you suggested now?
What card?
I mean, yeah, what card you suggested for eggs?
Can you see that? Can you see both decks on stream?
Yes, I can.
It was Quake.
Oh my god, I love Quake. That's like one of my favorite cards. It's so underrated, but that's so awesome you suggested that.
I got inspiration from this one deck my editor actually made, and it's called
Oh.
Lane Paint. Well, Lane Paint because you control the lanes with the cards. So I suggested kind of like a version of that deck who have Quake and Goose
Oh, wow.
to control the decks, and also Storm. So
Interesting.
yeah, there's a lot of control over the lanes.
Yeah.
And yeah, I'm super excited to see how it plays out.
Yeah, I'm excited as well. Interesting. Well, it looks like they both have Storm in their decks.
Wind, aid my hand.
Oh, early Titania as well.
Yeah, that's brave. See, I was saying like I'm too small brain for that kind of stuff. Like I really hope that Eggs plays Storm. Not Storm, Quake. But it doesn't look like she's actually drawn
Oh, yeah, she doesn't
Quake,
have...
unfortunately.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and this is not an open deck list, right? So they don't know what their opponent has in their deck.
Exactly. They have no idea. And we didn't share any of the deck lists with anyone, so...
So the Quake
have
is
to-
going to be a surprise.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, okay. This is kind of unfortunate because I know X wanted to play Jessica Jones into the flood location, but now she can't because of her own goose.
Oh.
So the goose is a blessing and a curse.
Well, if she does draw Quake, though... I mean... If she draws Quake, she might have a chance of... doing something
We have a
with that.
snap.
From... I feel like it's so hard to tell who snapped every time we
I wasn't looking at the cursor, so I'm not sure who actually snapped.
Hmm. Yeah, I'm not sure.
I feel like it's probably Nicholena, right? Nicholena seems to be in a better position, honestly.
Yeah, maybe it is.
But again, there's Captain Marvel in both decks. See if
Well, she did play Shuri, so that's a pretty strong Captain Marvel.
True, and unfortunately, X doesn't actually have Shuri in her deck.
Oh. Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's gonna be one difference.
The big Captain Marvel.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if X wants to play anything into that middle location either with that Jessica Jones there, but
No.
if
This,
she doesn't,
honestly, yeah, this looks not great. If I'm gonna be honest, for Eggs.
yeah.
I feel like this is a retreat. I don't see any way for her to win.
Well, I guess it depends on what happens with that Titania over there.
Yes.
Oh, this is
Okay, so
very
Nicholena actually plays
interesting.
2 cards. Oh. And Eggs actually plays 2 cards too. And we know from the previous game. So Captain Marvel, Nicolena's Captain Marvel is going to resolve first. And if Eggs plays her Captain Marvel, then that one will resolve second. So actually Nicolena's Captain Marvel might not move because
Oh, because
she thinks she's already won middle.
Yeah.
So it's actually
my
interesting.
gosh,
It's
this
I think
is
you're right.
very
It all depends on that
interesting.
titanium.
Oh, it
Oh,
looks like
okay.
a retreat from Eggs.
Eggs. I think this is a very good retreat.
Yeah, it was.
It was just too much at stake. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And she didn't draw the Quake either.
Yeah.
The most important card in the deck, obviously.
This card. Ooh, Agent 13. Cool variant. What did she
Yeah,
get
very
from
nice.
Agent 13, it looks like.
Oh, the sandbar. Oh, the sandbar is actually interesting
wow.
because the only way to get in there would be Captain Marvel.
Yeah, none
But
of
I
them
feel
can
like
play in there.
Eggs is such a huge disadvantage because she doesn't have Shuri to buff her Captain Marvel.
Hmm. Early Titania again.
Oh, okay.
Oh, they both have Titania in their decks.
Oh, Lamentus, let's go.
Ooh. Right, so winning Asgard doesn't matter anymore.
Still try to win it for pride. I noticed Nicholena likes to play Titania early on.
Yeah.
Oh, actually,
Did she
Ant-Man
play?
is such a good card.
I think that was Eggs that played that one.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that was Eggs.
Oh, you're right. Yeah. Okay.
I'm too scared to play Titania that early.
Yeah, same. It's just too risky.
Yeah. Okay. Polaris?
Is there a point storming stuff? I guess there is. Like, because if you storm Lamentis or Asgard,
It blocks it off. Yeah.
it blocks it off because there's 2 locations you can't play in.
Mm-hmm. Blocking off the Asgard one is not bad.
Oh, I
no,
think that's what we
actually
see.
the Titania.
Okay. Oh, see? This is what Eggs
This
is doing.
is so risky though. That Titania, I wonder where it's gonna end up.
I mean, how many cards can Nicholena play?
She can play 2.
2 cards. And she's
Yeah.
actually lost initiative, which means she can play Ant-Man and Titania.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, she decides to just abandon it.
Maybe she's gonna rely on that Captain Marvel. I don't know.
I think
feel
she's
like
gonna
I
be-
would play over there though, you know?
I think she's gonna do Captain Marvel and She-Hulk.
Yeah. That's not a bad
And
plan.
this way, oh no, this way she gives the Titania too. That is actually so 5-head.
Oh. That was
That is
smart.
so 5-head. That is so
oh
smart.
my gosh. Huh. Turn 5. There's really not that much space to play. Oh, they
No.
both did they both skip?
They both skipped. But like I said, X is a huge disadvantage because she doesn't have Shuri to buff her She-Hulk or Captain Marvel. Oh no!
Oh my god.
We have
It's
a
an
boomer
8
snap.
cuber?
A boomer snap from Nicholena. So there's now 8 cubes on the line.
Oh my god.
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no!
Oh
Oh
my
no!
gosh.
No! X, no!
Oh.
Oh no!
Oh no! That was crazy. So different from all the other games we've watched so far. Wow.
That ended so
Huge.
suddenly.
I know. I didn't expect that at
I was
all. 8
Yeah, same.
cuber? Jesus. Oh.
Wow, that was exciting though. Wow.
It was exciting. Wow. GG to both players. I can't believe it's
GG.
over now. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Congrats to Nicholena on winning that
I feel like-
one.
That was such a big risk on X's part, staying in that game, especially after seeing the Shuri.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
But how did she get 2 She-Hulks?
White Queen?
Oh, you're right, yeah.
Yeah, the White Queen.
Yeah.
Oh, let me go back to our cameras also.
Again, it's Shuri who decides the games.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, like I mentioned earlier, I feel like the Shuri, it makes such a big difference. It's really
Are
good.
people allowed to change their decks halfway the tournament? Or you have to play the deck you brought?
Yeah, they can change if they want to.
Okay.
Yeah. They're welcome to, but they would just have to give us the code if they're being broadcasted.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, wow. What a
Ooh.
crazy game. I feel like we've seen like the
I'm
really
really
slow
sad.
games and like yeah.
I'm really sad we didn't get to see Quake.
I know. I'm sad too because I love seeing Quake because I feel like nobody ever uses it, right?
Mm-hmm.
So
It's really rare, but it's such a fun card.
mm-hmm. Oh, absolutely.
super chaotic. And I think a lot of the time your opponent doesn't even expect it. Like, I don't think Quake was shown once. So nicholena still doesn't know that Eggs actually has a Quake.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Because Eggs never got a chance to draw it. And it was only, how many games was that? Just 3? Maybe?
Yeah, it was the 3rd game, wasn't it?
Yeah. Man, it's that 8-cuber. Jesus Christ. I didn't actually think we would see that today.
Yeah, I mean, the last game it was so smart for nicholena not to play anything into the flooded location so that the Titania would end up on her side.
Oh, yeah, I know.
I think that's what won her the game.
That made a huge difference, and I probably wouldn't have. I probably would have played, and I would have been like, man, do I play 1 card here or 2 cards here? Like, I would have just been like thinking of that. I wouldn't even think like, okay, I just won't play anything. But wow. Very well played for both players.
GG's to both players. Really exciting match to watch.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Our next match is gonna be Kiyeberries versus pawniepun, but I don't think Kiyeberries is done yet. I'm not sure. Oh, actually, I think she might have just finished. And they're still setting up. In the meantime, let me go over to our bracket and let's see what has been updated. I think some results are still coming in, so not everything has been updated just yet. But we can show you at least what it looks like so far. Let me refresh this real quick. All right, it looks like so far. Wow. So Group A, everyone is completely tied right now.
Wow.
But that is going to be changing very soon in this last round because I think 2 people we're going to be in a scenario where I think 2 of them are going to tie. Let me see what that is going to be. Who's against who? Z versus Eggs, and then Hannah versus nicholena.
Okay.
So one of
Do we know who we're watching?
We will be watching Kiyeberries versus pawniepun. So over in Group B, so far, pawniepun. I think it's still updating right now. Let me see if anything has changed. But so far, pawniepun has 1 loss. KKsparkles and Kiyeberries each have 1 win, 1 loss. And then Helen of Toy has 2 wins and 1 loss. I think we're still...
Helen actually has 2 wins, but I'm sad we only got to see the match where she lost.
Yeah, right. So, still, anything can really happen here. I think Helen is sitting out of this one. So KKsparkles and Helen are going to be sitting out. I think there's 1 more score that needs to be updated for KKsparkles and also pawniepun. And then Kiyeberries, I believe. Oh, well, we're about to see Kiyeberries play. Okay, let's see. We are going to go over and watch an interview. And we'll be back shortly with our last match of the round robin.
Oh, we're just saying that the chat is saying it was only 2 games. It wasn't even 3 games, it was only 2 games.
Oh my gosh.
That's actually insane. The fastest battle match of all time.
Oh my god. I thought
the
it was
fastest it can be.
Yeah, no wonder we didn't see Quake because it was just 2 games.
Yeah. There was
like,
no chance.
Dang, out of all those games, we never saw Quake.
Oh, it's literally just 2 games.
My bad. Sorry, guys. All right. Let's go to the interviews.
Hi everyone, my name is Pawnee. Are you Kamar Taj? Because I want to experience you twice. What is your favorite card and why? My favorite card is She-Hulk because we all know she's a baddie. I enjoyed her show and Energy 6 Power 9. Hello.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Thank you guys so much for watching this tournament. It's been really, really great so far. This is going to be the last round of the round robins. And we have Pawniepun versus Kiyeberries. Really excited to see yet some more decks. I've been really enjoying seeing what people are bringing because like every deck has been really different with the exception of She-Hulk.
Well, I have good news for you, Felicity. This Kiyeberries actually brought a discard deck.
Oh.
Doesn't have She-Hulk.
Oh, wow. Okay. Well, I'm excited to see it then.
That's a first. Literally the first deck I've seen that doesn't have She-Hulk.
All right. Well, I'm excited to see how it goes. I think our two players are ready. So once you're ready, make sure you guys deafen yourselves in Discord and then you can start. All right. Looks like the players have deafened. Oh man,
But Kiyeberries discard deck looks really interesting. Again, we have Invisible Woman and you know, Hela and the usual discard cards. But she also has Storm to try and maybe, you know, control the locations a little bit. Yeah.
Agent 13 is fun as well.
But also Wave.
Yeah.
Wave is interesting because we can get Death out really early.
That's true.
And no Shuri. I'm looking at Pawnie's. Is that who we're looking? Yeah.
Yep.
Pawnie's deck. Again, it's just a, you know, collection of really good cards. Captain Marvel, She-Hulk, Spider-Woman, Arrow, Shuri, the usual. But she also has Jubilee, which we haven't seen yet.
Ooh, Jubilee is fun. Yeah, Shuri's been so powerful, but I mean, we also saw how powerful the discard decks.
Oh my god.
Wow.
Do you see the little cute cursor? Is that what you're looking at as well?
It is really cute. I see that.
What is that? It's so cute.
Oh.
It's like a little.
I don't know what it is. It's like
I don't know what it is, but it's adorable.
It looks like a little like egg thing.
Yeah.
Really cute.
It's so cute. Oh, and the wave is down. I wonder if Kiyeberries is going to play Death now.
I don't think she has Death in her hand at the moment.
Okay. Yeah, she doesn't. But that's interesting. Then what do we want to play in this situation? We don't really want to play Hela because that's way too early.
Yeah, way too early for that.
And Hellcow is so risky. I guess it's just Spider-Woman.
Yeah, I thought it might have been Spider-Woman. Well, let's see what Pawnee... You think Pawnee's going to stack that flooding area? She probably...
Oh, okay. She decides to not play into flooding area. Oh, no, she's still thinking about it. Oh, there's gonna be Spider-Woman versus Spider-Woman.
Yeah. Maybe. Oh, she doesn't play there. Okay. Maybe she thinks, you know, since she has Captain Marvel, she could probably... She's probably kind of confident about having that, you know, go into the flooding area later if needed.
Yeah, maybe. But also we have the Vault, so... Oh, this is so risky. And also looking at Kiyeberries' hand, she doesn't have a very good hand. I mean, she could try and play Hellcow, but then that's so risky. She could just discard Hela. And also the cards that she's discarding are very small. Oh, she's actually... Wait, no.
Oh my gosh. Well, she's probably just trying to get power on the board at this... Well, it could... I mean, what else can she do?
But then why don't we play Hellcow into the Vault?
Oh, yeah, I don't know. Because both of those cards are going to get discarded, right? The Hela and Invisible Woman.
Yeah, everything is going to get discarded.
Well, unless she played the Agent 13 first, maybe. Oh, Gambit is interesting.
I mean, I'd rather play Chavez.
Yeah.
I mean, there's only one place you can make. It's Chavez on the right, whereas for... Is it Pawnee?
Yeah.
Pony, like in Parks and Rec?
Oh, I don't know.
The Shuri is scary, honestly, because I guess we're just playing Captain Marvel, but then we lose. Right.
I
So
don't know if she can
actually, I
win
think
this.
Kiyeberries is in a much better position, even though.
She's winning 2 locations right now.
Yeah, she's already winning 2 locations. And there's very little we can actually do here. I think this might be a retreat.
Yeah, probably. But I mean, I guess she doesn't know what Kiyeberries has. It's tough.
Actually, Kiyeberries' play was probably better than the one I suggested, playing Hellcow into the vault, because now she's winning 2 locations, and she's also put pressure on Xandar.
Okay, that was a good retreat. Very
Definitely.
good retreat. I wonder how aggressive they are with their snapping.
Okay, someone in chat says it's Patrick, the cursor.
What?
It's like a chibi version, I guess.
Patrick? Like SpongeBob Patrick?
Yeah,
Oh, that's cute. But...
It's cute. It does kind of look like him.
Yeah. How do you pronounce that? Okoye?
Okoye?
Okoye? Okay.
Okoye? I don't know, actually.
Ooh, Storm.
Storm into cloning vats.
That's pretty good.
Oh, you know what? I probably would have saved the Storm to see what the Westview is going to be.
That's true. But in this case, Kiyeberries won't be able to clone anything.
That's true. But then again, with such a good location, have to contest it a lot harder to win it.
Yeah. Well, pawniepun does have...
Okay.
Does have a Jessica Jones, which pairs well with that location.
Yeah, I like Jessica Jones into a flood location. But let's see. Okay, Kiyeberries' hand doesn't look great, to be honest.
Yeah, it's kind of...
I feel like the only play that she can do it to try to win flooding is Jessica Jones or maybe She-Hulk, but then...
Okay. Oh.
Oh no!
Wait, the Spider-Woman actually...
Yeah, the Spider-Woman did an amazing job.
That was actually really good.
Spider-Woman clutch. So now if we want to win left, we have to play Captain Marvel, but our opponent also has Captain Marvel in her deck. Oh wait, no, I'm lying. She does not have Captain Marvel in her deck.
Captain Marvel has been so useful for all the games that we've seen today.
Yeah. I mean, I would... this is really hard. I feel like we needed to play Shuri maybe last turn if we wanted to skip this turn and play She-Hulk and something else.
Right, yeah.
Like, say we play Shuri last turn, and then this turn we skip, and then we play Captain Marvel and She-Hulk.
Hellcow, discard Storm and Colleen Wing. Okay.
Oh. Keck, wait. Hella actually dodged. Hella dodged the discard.
But the discard, what has she discarded so far?
I think some small things.
Yeah.
2 things, right? 2 things. Wait. Oh,
it was
okay.
Just that Storm and
Oh.
Huh.
That's interesting. Oh. But Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel still does it.
Oh my gosh. Holy crap. That was a good game. I forgot
That
about
was
the
a
Captain
really
Marvel.
good game.
Wow.
Yeah, I guess like you kind of know that Pony kind of knew that Kiyeberries didn't discard anything that big, and she couldn't play Hella on the right either because of the location nowhere.
Yeah.
Oh, Project Pegasus this early on.
I like that location. It always makes me feel so good.
Do you?
Whenever I can play a lot of my, my big cards early, especially if I have like Sarah or something.
Oh, true. I got screwed so hard by the location today, though.
Oh, really?
Like I had I was playing a Mr. Negative deck, and I had Mr. Negative in my hand, and Project Pegasus came up in turn 1. So I was
my
like, oh, I'm
gosh.
snapping this so hard. So I snapped. I played my negative, and my opponent played Professor X in one location, and then on turn 3, they played Mystique. So there
Oh
were
my
two locations completely blocked.
Oh,
And then I was like, it's
God.
okay, it's okay. I can still buff location that has negative with my
Yeah.
Wong and Ironheart. But guess what? I played
didn't-
Cosmo in that location. So
Oh my god, that's dirty.
I just shame retweeted.
Yeah. Oh man. This is interesting. The Bifrost? That's gonna be tough for Kiyeberries with the Invisible Woman unless...
Oh, okay. No more Bifrost.
Aid my hand.
Wow.
Oh, we can... Oh, I really want to see Jubilee being played. But
I know,
what else
I
do we
wanna
have
see
left
that
in the
too.
deck? Nothing amazing, to be honest. I mean, there is a few things like Arrow, Chavez,
Mm-hmm.
and She-Hulk, actually.
Yeah,
pretty,
Jessica Jones is good here.
all pretty good pulls.
Yeah.
Turn 4, so I'm guessing Kiyeberries played Hellcow into the location. But I would have liked to see Pony play Storm into the Invisible Woman location, like Hannah did.
Yeah. Well, if
'Cause
she
that-
didn't play it in the Bifrost, Kiyeberries wouldn't have been able to play with that Invisible Woman because everything would have moved, right?
That's true. So it actually helped
Yeah, I think it helped
Kiyeberries a
Kiyeberry.
little bit.
Yeah.
I think now
I think it's
Kiyeberries just has to
power.
hope that the Hella pulls are bad.
Yeah.
And like, just the locations. Okay. Oh no, the death. Oh, the Chavez. Oh no. Oh, this is not looking good. Oh,
Oh, it's so much power.
it is so much
Yeah.
power.
GG.
Yeah, that was really fun to watch.
It was. I love watching discard, like with Hella.
Yeah, same. I mean, honestly, usually if my opponent plays Hella, and their Hella doesn't get discarded by turn 6, I just let them win. Unless they snap on me on turn 6, and then I was like, nah, nah.
Alright.
We're still yet to see Valkyrie. Did anyone bring Valkyrie?
Not that I've seen so far. That's actually such a good idea. I didn't even think about Valkyrie. Okay,
Oh.
Scarlet Witch. Neutral location.
Oh, Sinister London is interesting.
That's always fun.
But we can't really play Medusa into that location, because that does nothing.
Mm-hmm.
So I wonder if she would want to play Jubilee into that location, but then if it goes middle, then we get it completely
you
blocked.
just get kind of stuck there. Yeah.
Yeah.
See what.
Oh,
kind
Koi
of-
is kind of nice.
Ooh,
you get
the
2 buffs.
Jubilee.
Oh, she's actually going for it.
Hoping that it'll go to
Okay,
the left
let's-
side. What else does she have? in
Even
her
if it
deck?
goes to the left, to the middle, maybe if it pulls something really big, then Kiyeberries won't be able to deal with it.
Yeah. She hasn't really been able to discard much either. Oh
No,
my god, is she gonna RNG this?
Oh, is she going for it?
Oh my gosh. Alright, let's see. Jubilee pulls a Shuri.
Oh, Shuri. Oh no.
When
Oh, that's very unfortunate.
Yeah.
Okay, Storm is gone.
Storm
And
oh,
Hella.
the Hella. Oh man.
But
But
it's
the Sinister
actually
London can still be pretty good, especially if she has some higher.
Oh.
Oh, she's just putting the. She's playing Spider Woman there.
Spider-Woman mid is actually amazing because if you think about it,
She definitely
it's
can win.
minus-
She will definitely win that location.
it's 12 in stats.
Yep. Yep. And
I don't
then-
even think we need to do that, to be honest. Bit of an overkill. Because I think we're going too much into it. Just maybe putting too many resources into it.
Yeah, and not enough into the other ones then.
Yeah.
Yep. But it is the last chance she gets to play in flooding, right? So she wanted
I mean,
to
we do have
guarantee
Sinister
it.
London.
Yeah, but even then, I mean, sometimes I get really screwed over. It'll just
True.
stack all my cards.
But now we have to win another location, and it's gonna be really, really difficult.
Yeah.
Oh, she's playing Chavez into the Sinister London, which I think is honestly the wrong play because it can end up middle.
Oh.
Oh, have a boomer snap. Okay. A snap from Kiyeberries, I think?
Really?
No. No, a snap from Pony? Who snapped?
I'm not sure.
Oh no, I think this is too risky.
Yeah. Wow, it's a 4-cuber.
Do you use the term boomer snap?
Yeah, I do. Or my chat uses it on me, I should say. Wow. GG.
Yeah, I feel like I said, there was no point playing Chavez on the right side because it's too risky for it to go middle, and when we've 100% won middle already.
Yeah, that's true.
So I
Might
think
as well
maybe
just
the right.
play it.
Yeah. Oh, Karmartage. It's the first time seeing that. Oh, I really want to see
Ooh.
Okoye there. There's so many
that's
buffs.
such a good idea. Yeah.
And Shuri there would be amazing too.
Oh my gosh.
Spider-Woman.
There's a lot of great things that can go into Kamartage.
Oh no, I guess Jubilee is now. Oh, Jubilee is out of the question, right? 'Cause
Oh, yeah,
you know
yeah,
she's
no, you
always
wouldn't.
going to pull a rock.
Mm-hmm.
But we actually have Mirror Dimensions, which can turn into either Kamartage or Subterranea.
Oh my gosh.
Imagine more rocks.
That would be kind of funny. Ooh, wave.
Oh
my god, it
double
is
rocks.
Oh
Okay.
god.
Who has more rocks in their hand? Oh wow,
Bonnie.
Kiyeberries doesn't have a single. Oh, she
No,
has,
she has
one
one
rock.
rock. She has one rock.
One rock. I was gonna say.
It's tough. A Shuri?
Shuri into this location?
It's interesting because there's only one space left, right?
Yeah. Oh.
Oh my
ouch.
god, the Spider Woman.
But
It's
what
pretty
can we
brutal.
put into the middle? Oh no.
Uh-oh.
I feel like we. Oh, this is so unfortunate.
This is
Do
pretty
you ever
rough.
just play Jessica Jones in the middle? I mean, think about it. It's 8 times 16, right? 16 in stats.
It's just +4, right? It's not doubling it.
Oh,
So
a
it would
plus 4
just- I
plus
think
4.
Yeah, I think it'd be 12.
No, but
Is that
Shuri,
what it is?
Shuri.
Oh, I forgot about Shuri. Yeah.
So it's gonna be
You're right,
16
you're right.
plus 4, so 20. Am I thinking right?
So Shuri,
8,
does
16?
Shuri double her like base?
Yeah.
So it
No.
doubles her-
I think it's gonna be 16 and then plus 4 from Kamartage. It's gonna be actually huge.
Oh my gosh. Well, I guess we'll see.
Oh no, the Hela got discarded. And now we just play Jubilee on the right and hope for the best. Or we can play Chavez on the right, and that's gonna be very
Chavez.
hard to beat.
Yep.
Oh, we have another snap! Let's go!
Oh my gosh. Are they going for it?
I don't know!
Oh my gosh. I think they're both going for it.
Oh wow, okay. Oh, the Okoye! The Okoye wins the
Wow.
game.
GG.
GG's to both players.
Ends up winning, taking the victory. Nicely done to both players. Wow.
I think now this is the fourth match of the tournament. This is when we would have finished our match if we were playing.
Basically, yeah. Oh man, those were some really good games. I really love watching Discard.
Yeah, me too.
And we had some
But,
really
it's
interesting locations too. Oops,
Oh,
switching over to
definitely,
the
yeah.
games.
I love watching Kamartage, honestly. Whenever someone
Yeah.
puts a Cosmo in Kamartage, and it's just so sad. Like,
Yeah,
why
they
do you
just
hate
don't like
fun?
to have fun. Yeah.
Or when someone changes, like, Elysium. I think earlier someone changed Elysium.
yeah.
Like, why?
I
Why do you
know.
hate fun?
I guess it depends on your deck too, right? Because if they know that their opponent is playing a certain deck that really benefits a lot and can play maybe like multiple cards or whatever, or can
True.
get some really, beefy cards out there earlier, yeah, it probably is best to change it. Yeah, it's been really fun. I'm glad that we've had these interesting restrictions in place because it gave us a chance to see a lot of different types of decks that we normally wouldn't be able to see.
Yeah, for sure. And I'm
Alright.
actually excited that we didn't see She-Hulk in this deck or Captain Marvel.
Yeah, no, that's true. That's very true. I thought it was gonna be in every single deck, but
And no Shuri, right? There was no Shuri either.
in Kiyeberries deck.
In Pawnie's deck. Oh yeah, in
I think
Kyber's deck there was no Shuri.
Yeah, Pawnee had the Shuri. Remember we were saying whether or not Jessica Jones would get that much power?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think Jessica Jones actually becomes 16, and then she gets +4, and then another +4 from Kamartage.
Mm-hmm.
So that would have been very difficult to deal with
Oh yeah,
for
for sure.
Kyberries. I feel like Shuri is just still so good.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because like we know there's no Shang-Chi, there's nothing the opponents can do, and nobody's brought
Exactly.
Valkyrie.
So you don't have to worry about that at all. Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so we do need to know what the score was from the last match. I don't know if any of the players were able to capture that or not. Because we are still updating the final bracket. I think, well, actually, I don't know if everyone's done or not.
Looks like they're done. I think the scores have
Think
been
so?
updated. Yeah, we can have a look.
Okay. We can take a look at I think we can take a look at the bracket then, but we're still determining, I think we're still determining like the tiebreakers right now.
Okay.
So let me go over to the bracket real quick. Hold on. All right. So taking a look at the bracket here. Let me press update, refresh. Okay, so it looks like from Group A, we have I don't think it's completely updated just yet. So we don't actually know. So far Z has 2 wins. And then out of Hannah and Nicholena, one of them is gonna have 2 wins as well.
Okay,
So-
and then it's the person who has won more cubes, or has won games with more cubes left, are going to be moving forward.
Yes, that's
Okay.
Yep, exactly. And then we have in Group B, we have Pawniepun and Helen of Toy. So now we're just counting up the cubes that Pawnee ended with. So hopefully,
Are these numbers on the side? Are they the cubes? There's like numbers in the green area.
Oh, so we didn't. I don't have that shown on my stream right now. So I think we're still kind of waiting on it. Yeah, we're still waiting on one more result.
Oh, I think it is. If I'm looking at sheet number 2, yeah, they seem to
All
match.
results are in. Okay, so all
Oh,
the
nice.
results are in. So let me refresh this.
Oh man, it looks like we have a tie between Z and Nicholena. In cubes as well.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's 16 and 16.
Oh my God! What?
So what happens now?
Okay. So TC is gonna explain the tie, but I can announce who won from Group B. It looks like Helen of Toy is the winner of Group B with the most cubes. So congratulations, Helen of Toy.
Go. Congrats, Helen.
And then I think TC can explain the tie. So I didn't know if TC wanted to say it or if you were going to type it to me, TC. I'm not sure. Oh, I think he's typing.
I mean, they both have 16 cubes, so I'm not sure how we decided.
So Z had actually beaten Nicholena in round 2.
Okay.
So I think maybe that's what we're going to go with, and then have Z advance.
That makes sense.
Or, yeah. And it was 6 cubes. So I think we're going to have Z advance on to the finals as the Group A winner. Congrats to all of you guys who won. Well, nobody ended up losing all games, so really well done. It's not easy, especially with those restrictions like that. So,
yeah.
Great job to everybody.
Good games, everyone.
All right. So we are going to start setting up for our next and last final round here. For Z versus Helen of Toy. It's a great finals.
Yeah, I'm excited to watch it.
Yeah, now that we have seen both of their decks, I think it was Z had the.
Oh, I've already forgotten.
I think she played the discard deck, right? She was the first one we saw. Yeah,
she did. Let's go. Discard in the final 2. And Helen just has some really good cards.
Yeah. Yep. All right. So we will be right back while we set that up. All right, hey everyone, we're not quite set up just yet, but we did want to make a correction, and after some deliberation, I think we decided it would probably be more fair to just have that tiebreaker match between Z and Nicholena, because they did end up both getting the same number of cubes. So we're going to go into a tiebreaker match so that the two of them can duke it out and see which one will advance into the finals. All right. We'll be back again.
See you in a bit.
All right, we are back. So this is the actual last game of the round robins. As we mentioned, we are doing the tiebreaker between Z3 and Nicholena. Excited
because they did win. They both won 2 matches and lost 1 match, and they both ended up with 16 cubes. So it's only fair, really, to have a tiebreaker match.
Yeah. I didn't actually think we would have, a tiebreaker with the same number of cubes.
I know, it's so unlikely.
A lot of unlikely things have happened today, though.
True.
There's some crazy games.
Oh, you love to see it. It's good content.
It is, that's true. All right, let's get into the gameplay then. So Z and Nicholena, whenever you guys are ready, feel free to just deafen and start the game.
Good luck.
Good luck. All right.
I'm excited to watch Z's discard deck again.
I know, me too.
I really hope she doesn't get screwed by Storm again. Because Nicholena is running Storm.
Oh, she does have Storm.
And she's also running Goose.
Her deck is... It's more like a control deck, huh? She's got Goose, she has Storm, Polaris, and Arrow.
Yeah. I like it.
And she can draw those random cards with Agent 13 and Maria Hill.
We have a more limiting location, so nobody can really play in the Murder World, and also the big house. Oh,
God.
Actually...
Well, that's not bad, because if it's invisible, then it's just really that one card that's suffering.
Yeah, only Invisible Woman is suffering, I guess.
Oh, she's not playing the...
I mean, she doesn't have to,
doesn't.
right? She doesn't have Hela yet in her hand.
That's true.
Oh, okay. We have a snap from nicholena.
Ooh, probably because she saw that Z played into the Jotunheim.
I mean, you kind of have to take advantage of Oh?
Wind.
Oh no!
Oh, we
she's getting
just talked about that
stormed.
too. Oh man.
I feel like maybe I shouldn't have talked about it. Now I gave her the idea. Well, unless she probably knew already, honestly.
Yeah.
But
I mean,
yeah.
Oh wow, there's the Hela.
Oh, this is actually really
It
good.
actually works out.
It does work out.
And those are big cards too. Spider Woman and Arrow.
Yeah, that's really nice. And what got discarded last? It was She-Hulk, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay.
She-Hulk. So this is really good.
Do you want to see a counter snap? Wait. Oh. Imagine if nicholena plays Goose into Murder World.
Oh.
That would be so unfortunate. And that's exactly what she's doing.
Oh my gosh, you called it.
No, that's so bad. Fuzzy, no, don't do it.
Gosh.
Oh, no. This is a disaster.
She won't be able to use the Hela at all.
She won't be able to play anything next turn. That's it. She's completely
Oh
blocked.
my god, you're right.
Yes. Oh no.
Wow.
Oh no. This is a disaster
That's
waiting
scary.
to happen. I'm scared.
It's 4 cubes too. Oh my god.
Oh no.
Retreat.
Oh god, no.
Oh man.
Actual disaster.
Oh god, she won't be able to do
Okay, but
anything
nicholena
now.
still needs to win 2 lanes, right?
She just needs to win 1 lane, right?
Oh, that's true. She needs to win one lane.
Yeah,
And I'm
that
gonna
was-
have a look. Oh, she actually has... She can play She-Hulk. She can play tons of cards.
She
Wait,
can
what?
play, yeah, she can play a lot. But Z's retreating at least.
Yeah, but it's 4
still
cubes.
4. It's a
The
lot.
first game. Yeah. Okay.
Anything can happen, honestly. I mean, at this point, when I see a 4, even if Z was at 2, I would still think that she could potentially come back after what
That's
we've
true,
seen.
yeah. I mean, we saw that amazing comeback from Hannah, the first match.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I want to see what nicholena got. She got Deathlock. It's actually not bad. Not a bad
Okay.
card to get.
Okay. Oh, Warrior Falls. I don't like that location. Man, that goose is really useful.
Yeah, I mean with Storm and Goose, she just blocks 2 of these locations where she can play, and because of the other location, is it called the Big House? It was the big house, right? She
Yep.
couldn't play anything, so I'm really glad to see nicholena use that to her advantage.
Yeah, absolutely. And that's one of the
Okay.
cards that we didn't allow at first, so she's been
Goose,
doing great
yeah.
with it. Okay, let's see their hands. No Hela yet for Z, which is good for that Lady Sif. Maria Hill. Oh, early Titania.
Oh, is the game going? Cause oh yeah, there we go. Oh, Def got discarded, but we still
Okay.
don't actually have.
I know, that's kind of scary.
We don't have Hela in hand. Oh no.
Ooh, now we have
I guess
the
you
Hela.
really wanted to draw Hela next turn, not this turn.
Oh, the RNG.
Oh,
Oh, I can't watch.
I've got my fingers crossed. I mean, it's very unlikely, right? 20%, 80% not to hit it this first time, and then what is it? 75% not to hit it the second time.
Yeah,
So the odds are in our favor.
they are. It's still scary. It's kind of like
okay.
whenever you play
Shuri.
Blade, it always kills off Hela.
Okay. Oh,
no!
no. Okay, and now Z's actually blocked on the right from playing anything.
Yeah. Arrow's not
But
too
she's
bad.
playing Arrow.
Yeah, Arrow's
Wait.
not bad here. Oh my gosh, another.
No,
who
but whatever card that nicholena plays in the hub is going to be buffed.
Oh right, because of the Shuri.
Yeah, and I'm not sure Arrow can actually beat it. I'm pretty sure it won't be able to. I
because of the
think this
warrior
might be a
falls.
retreat, yes.
Okay, that was a good
That's
retreat.
that was a very good retreat.
Okay, so I think Z has about 5 cubes now versus, well, Nicolena's at full health. Alright.
But we know that means nothing, right? We've seen what
That's
can
true.
happen.
Yep.
I feel like the Invisible Woman is actually just so tricky to play when your opponent has... Oh,
my
okay.
god.
Oh, that's
This is
interesting.
very interesting.
Weird world. I want to
Hmm.
see if Nicolena's already drawn Storm. She actually has drawn Storm already.
Yep.
But if you look
And
at
Goose.
Z's hand, it's actually really good. She already has Death, and Hela, and Polaris, and Hellcow. So as long as she doesn't discard Hela, she's good.
Yeah. No, that's true.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
It's a first retreat from Nicolena.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, because I guess those cards don't make sense for her to have, like, to keep drawing.
Yeah, and Z already had a lot of her, most of her combo, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Combo. Oh, the big house again!
Oh my god.
That's so bad for
That's-
Z.
Oh, gosh, it doesn't give her much any options.
I mean, Limbo is interesting, but I feel like Nicolena can just storm it. Oh, that's
Oh
a
my
very good
gosh.
snap. That's a good snap.
That was a snap from Z.
No, it's a snap from Nicolena. Oh, wait. Who snapped? I think it was Nicolena.
I thought I saw the mouse from Z, but I don't know.
Oh, actually, I don't know either. Hard to tell.
Well, somebody in chat will correct us, I think. They always do.
Oh, we can play Lady Sif without being worried for Hela, but why are we not playing into the big house? I wonder, because we don't really want our opponent to draw cards, and there's so
Yeah,
few cards we
that's
can
true.
actually play into the big house, unless she's just decided to give up big house.
Maybe. Maybe she just wants to add power to the other ones for now.
I am not sure about this. Oh, Nicolena is playing her Titania again. So brave.
It really is brave.
Okay, we have Death. Death has been discarded. But I feel like if it were me, I'd want to play Lady Sif into the big house.
Yeah, I think so. So that she doesn't keep getting draws from that Adam Warlock, right?
I also feel like Nicolena might have blocked herself a little bit with this Goose and Titania play. But maybe she was hoping the opponent plays into that location as well. Yeah, I feel like maybe she thought that the Z would also try to go for that location.
Yeah.
And still, the 2-power big house is not contested. With Adam Warlock there too. You don't want your opponent to draw cards. I feel like
No, not at all.
No, yeah. We want to actively prevent that. This is turn
She
number
might just-
5.
Yeah.
Do you think Nicolene is saving up Storm for last turn?
Oh, for turn 6, you mean?
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
To try to storm Limbo?
possible. Yeah. I usually do, if I have Storm, I try to do that.
It's so
She
nasty.
might. Yeah, it is.
Okay, Captain Marvel is going down.
I feel like she's gonna use that Storm.
I think so too.
I mean, it's the best move.
But it's very
Z
unfortunate
might.
for us because whose Captain Marvel went down first? It was Z's Captain Marvel that went down first, right?
I think so, yeah.
Oh, that's actually interesting.
Okay, so Z's playing the Hela right now. She probably thinks that Nicolena might have Storm, I'm guessing.
That's smart. Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, because she's been stormed before, she knows that she has the storm.
Yeah.
So it's definitely smart to play the Hela.
And it looks like nicholena is going storm.
But we only discarded one card, right? Which is Death.
Ooh, so
Yes, she is
Nicolena's
playing
going for Storm and then a Polaris. And she does have a huge Captain Marvel, though.
And that Captain Marvel is going to move second, which is really good for her. Okay.
When aid my hand.
Oh! The Titania! Oh, the Titania did it! Did you? I forgot about Titania!
I know! Wow. Alright, well, Z is now down to 1 cube. Oh, man, that Titania really is... I mean, I don't think I could pull that off, but...
I don't think I could either.
Props to Nicholena for being able to do that. She puts that down so early, like every single time.
Yeah, she's actually big brains.
Yeah. You gotta have big brains to be able to do that. Oh, okay, so it was Z that had snapped. You can tell by the retreat button having been grayed out after the snap. I see. Okay.
Okay.
Agent 13, she got Groot from that. Okay.
Oh, Groot is actually really nice. Oh, but we do have Sandbar, and nobody can play into Sandbar.
That again.
Well, I mean, if Z has good draws, she can fill Sandbar with with Hela.
Oh, Altar of
Okay.
Death? Oh my gosh. This is... Okay,
What if
this is tough.
I wonder if Nicholena ever storms Nexus?
I was wondering that, and then just they wouldn't be able to play after.
But then no, I think she can't play anything either. No, that's not. No, that's bad. So we don't have Doctor Doom or anything.
Yeah, but can Z
she
really
can't-
play much? Like, oh, I guess she can play into Altar of Death. That's right, I forgot.
Do we see what got discarded by Colleen?
I
forgot.
Oh gosh, I forgot as well. Not sure.
This White Queen just always stealing She-Hulk every single game. What do we do here, honestly? Do we just skip and just play She-Hulk next turn? Because Z doesn't have any location changing cards, does she? I want to see.
I wonder if Nicolena's gonna storm the Nexus.
Oh, actually, I didn't realize that chat is watching Z's point of view, but I was watching Nicholena. Okay, this must be very confusing. Oh, she's not playing
Wow.
anything. Okay. That is so risky. Wait, what are we doing now? Oh, do you think she's gonna play She-Hulk into Spider-Woman? Is that enough?
Arrow and wait, how much is that? That's 70.
Surely She-Hulk is a lot more stats.
Huh.
She-Hulk is 12, Arrow is 8.
So she's playing. Oh, the
Um,
Spider Woman is really good there.
Yeah.
Yeah, Spider Woman and She Hulk.
But still not
yeah.
enough. Wait, let's
Is it?
think.
I think
20,
it is, right?
8?
Because you would get 20.
Oh,
yeah,
it is enough. Oh, you're right. It
27
is
or
enough.
28. Because 9 plus. I forgot what Spider Woman is. I can't
Oh?
see.
Aid my hand.
Still, I think C's.
Oh no! Oh no!
Well, wait. Maybe it's still.
It's not. Is it enough?
I think it is.
Oh, it is enough!
Wow.
Oh my god, that was so close!
Oh my god, what a game.
Oh, the
Nice.
Spider Woman is clutch.
Z's still in it. Round 6. Oh my gosh, she is hanging on to that 1 cube.
High stakes now. She has to win 4 games in a row in order to win.
Well, we've seen it happen.
We have seen it happen. But from now on, there's no snapping. I mean, from... Oh, we have Mindscape. There's no snapping because Z only has 1 cube left.
This will be interesting. Mindscape. So that means Z can't really play...
Z can't play Hela.
Unless nicholena ends up storming it.
But why would she?
She's doing it.
Wait. I feel like you have to storm that location. Yeah.
Yeah. Alright. See what X Mansion gives them. Okay.
Jubilee?
Oh,
That's nice.
Wow. That's
wow.
really nice.
Oh, wait.
Shanna. Okay.
Oh my god. Well, the Hellcat actually got discarded?
Yeah.
And now we can play Colleen into Hawkeye. Look, Colleen into Hawkeye, and then we can play Hela, right? Because a Spider-Woman will get discarded. Hawkeye will get buffed even if Colleen dies in Danger Room, and then last turn we can play Hela.
Yeah. Well, yeah.
Oh, it seems like that's what she's decided to do as well.
Looks like nicolena's gonna play a Polaris into flooding. Interesting.
Rocket Raccoon. Oh, and it survives too. We need something good we can... Oh no! Well, that's not fair. Oh, this is amazing!
Wow.
These draws are so good.
Awesome.
Oh, too bad we can't snap.
It's such a back and forth.
It's all up to Hela now.
Yeah. I mean, she's got a lot of stuff, right? She's got the Death, the Hell Cow. What else got discarded? I feel like something else did.
Death, Hell Cow. That's it.
Oh
no.
I feel like
Spider-Woman?
something else did. Oh yeah, Spider-Woman. That's right. That's pretty good. I think the
That's really
Spider-Woman
good,
can be really strong here. Oh, Captain Marvel.
Oh, Captain Marvel is... Captain Marvel being on the left means we can't actually win left with Hela. It all depends on what she pulls. I think we just have to put our trust in Hela now.
Yep.
And hope that she delivers. Again, there's no point retreating for Nicholena because it's the same amount of cubes on the line. Whether she retreats
so
or stays
might
in.
as well just play it out.
Yeah.
What's the best move for Nicholena now? For one side, X Mansion is stacked. She can't play in Flooded. She can only play in the Danger Room, really. Kind of risky. Oh.
Wait, but do we want to play Titania there? Wouldn't Titania jump to your opponent's side? Or does it not count as playing there? Oh, let's go!
She won that oh my god.
Oh, wait.
Does that change?
No!
No, it doesn't
No,
matter,
it doesn't
though.
change.
Okay.
Oh, she tried. Oh.
Wow, Z is still in it.
Z is clawing it back.
Right, 1 cube versus... How many does she have? I think
5,
5?
I think. Yeah.
Oh.
Still 3 games at least.
The comeback.
This is it. This is the comeback.
Rickety Bridge.
Oh, Rickety Bridge?
Rickety Bridge
it's a
is
very
kind of
unfortunate
annoying.
location.
Yeah.
I think it benefits Nicholena a lot more with Captain Marvel because she moves at the end of the game, not at the end of the turn.
Yeah. But let's say that Well, what if Z has one card there and Nicholena doesn't have any? If Captain Marvel moves over there, do they both get destroyed? Or is the game
No,
just
because she
considered
moves at the
over?
end of the game, and the cards get destroyed at the end of the turn.
Gotcha.
So first, cards will get destroyed, and then Captain Marvel will move. I think that's how it works, but I'm not 100% sure.
Okay. Okay. Polaris for some power.
Okay, we have She-Hulk. Now again, all the trust we're putting into the Hell Cow. We have to hope that Hell Cow...
I feel like it's a scary deck to play.
Definitely. It's very RNG heavy. I don't think I would have brought a deck like this because I feel like my RNG is usually pretty bad.
Mine's pretty bad too. But I'm glad I love watching discard decks like this. So I'm glad she did bring this because it's so fun to watch.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Not bad.
But again, like I said, the Captain Marvel is going to move at the end of the game. So, this is going to be...
Oh, it's pretty risky to do
Again, we're putting all the trust in Hela.
Oh wait, this is the final? Oh my gosh.
This is the final turn.
Jeez, this game went by so fast.
I wonder if you ever just arrow here, but I guess not because the Captain Marvel would just move. Yeah.
Probably the best play that you can do.
Old arrow, I think, would have been fine, but new arrow, definitely not.
Well, hopefully.
In Hela, we trust. We just have to trust her.
Yes, Nicolena's still thinking. Ooh.
Oh.
She's playing arrow.
Arrow.
Okay.
Did anything big get discarded? I feel like it will have to hope and pray that
I think it was Spider-Woman.
Spider-Woman goes middle, yeah.
Yeah. Spider-Woman goes middle, and then I think no, not Hellcow.
It was really small. I think it was 1813.
Oh.
Oh no, it went the wrong way. No.
Well, wait. Actually.
Wait.
Yeah, because if the
Wait.
Oh my god, yeah.
Tiebreaker win for Z.
Wow, she's still holding on.
That's honestly amazing.
Yeah.
Are we going to see another comeback?
Oh my god.
From 10? 10 cubes?
Was it? No, it wasn't 10. I think it was like 9. But I think it was up there.
It was
like
10.
9.
Oh, was it 9?
I think
okay,
she
9.
had retreated
9.
once, yeah.
Okay, yeah, 9.
Alright, so it looks like Z has Invisible Woman with Colleen Wing, Lady Sif. She's just missing the Hela. As for Nicolena, she's got...
Do you think it's actually worth playing Invisible Woman? Because I feel like every time we play her, she gets stormed.
I don't even know anymore. But I mean, what else would you play? Well, yeah, that's true. I think a lot of times... Well...
And now, at this point, I think she's just a storm bait.
Hey, that can be useful too, right?
Oh, and Z is actually learning from it. Yeah, she's playing around it.
That's smart. Especially, yeah, she can play that without having Hela in her hand.
Oh,
right
but Nicolena actually doesn't have Storm in her hand.
Huh.
And she's actually playing Polaris into that location. Oh.
That's not bad though, at least, right?
That's good. But we still don't have Storm. Z's still trying to avoid the Storm.
She still doesn't have Hela yet either.
That's pretty good. But it's okay. We always draw Hela on turn 5.
And then Oh, looks like Nicholena does have a Shuri in her hand. That's always really helpful. It seems like Shuri's been pretty strong today.
Mm-hmm.
So her options
I mean, you
are...
did say that people can change their decks if they want to.
Mm-hmm.
I wonder if anyone actually changes to Valkyrie. That would be interesting to see.
I don't know if anyone prepared, you know, some decks.
Let's go,
to-
Hella. Come on, come on.
Hella,
Draw her.
Hella, come on.
Yes!
Wow,
Let's
what?
go!
How did you know
Like,
that?
What? I actually called it.
Oh my
and
god.
still no storm from Nicholena. So looks like we're gonna be seeing the combo being pulled off.
Yep, looks like it. Because the goose wouldn't... Yeah, even if she plays goose somewhere, there's still plenty of space for... Hella.
Yeah, unless she plays Goose and... If she plays Goose and Storm, which you know she can't because she doesn't have Storm in her hand,
Mm-hmm.
we can still play Hella in a different location. Even if we play her into Altar of Death, that's fine. But I guess ideally we want to play her into the Invisible Woman location. Yeah.
Captain Marvel can be pretty scary.
So that we can get Chavez back too. But one way that Nicholena could screw this a little bit is maybe playing Arrow. But I think Z is still getting so much value from this Hella.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be really hard for her to beat.
She got pretty lucky. I can't believe she drew that. She top decked that.
I mean, I called it.
You did. The Captain Marvel is still kind of scary, though. Game changer. And plus, depending on where the cards go, I've seen games
I think we're
where
pretty safe, honestly. We have so many free
Seems
cards
like
coming our
it.
way.
That's true.
We
But I
have,
mean, I've seen some cards just go all in one location before. But hopefully...
I mean, there's only one free spot on the right. And also we have Arrow coming our way, which means we can control our opponent's board a little bit too.
Yeah, who has priority? Oh, she does.
Oh,
Okay,
hold
so
it.
the Arrow is pulling
I will
over
end the
there.
Titania. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
Oh. This is already enough. Oh, wait.
Is it? Oh, it looks...
I mean, there's Captain
Yeah,
Marvel. Captain
yeah.
Marvel can move middle, but that doesn't
But
really
it
do
still
anything.
doesn't do
I mean, she
enough.
tried. She tried
Yeah.
her best.
GG. Wow.
GG's. And we're down to
I
one
can't
cube
believe
each.
Z was able to pull it back.
We have a discard deck as well.
Yeah, that's crazy. Okay.
Insane RNG.
It's either one of them now, Z or Nicholena. This is crazy. Alright, I'm gonna... Okay, so the Agent 13 pulled Enchantress. Okay, Savage
Enchantress?
Man. Yeah, it looks like it. Invisible Woman.
Oh, wait. This is actually... Miniature Lab. Savage Land is not great, especially because we know that Nicholena has Polaris.
She puts the goose in Miniature Lab. Okay.
She could put Polaris in the middle and pull the Invisible Woman in. Oh, I don't think we can play Colleen. This is very risky.
Well,
I feel like the Polaris is coming down.
it looks like she didn't play
Oh,
Polaris.
no?
She plays
Oh.
Titania. Oh.
I mean, if she Polaris is middle now, we completely block off Z's middle side.
This is kind of... Well, Z still has not drawn Hella yet.
But we do know that Agent 13 actually gave Nicholena Enchantress.
Oh! Oh,
Yeah.
man.
Oh, this is not a bad discard though.
Okay, yeah, that's
Her
not
hand
too
is pretty
bad.
good.
The other thing is, oh, there was no Hella draw at all, so she has to rely on the power of her cards now.
We have a raid from Dexter.
Oh, thank you, Dexter.
Thank y'all.
We are almost in the grand finals. This is the last determining match to see who goes in and plays Helen of Toy for the grand finals.
This
And-
actually doesn't look amazing for Z.
Yeah, it doesn't. Looks like Nicolena's gonna play... Oh, this is very interesting.
She's gonna play Polaris? No, Arrow. Okay. Oh. Wait, that means that she completely blocked. Okay.
So she can win...
Nothing.
Yeah, this is gonna be really tough, I think. I don't know if she's able to win this.
No, I don't think she can. It's gonna be very difficult. We can only play one card as well. Not
Yeah.
drawing Hella last game. Well, I mean,
a
she did
setback,
get pretty
yeah.
lucky the previous. How many games? 6 games or 5 games?
Yeah. I think if she didn't play in the middle last turn, then that Titania would still be on her side, I think.
Yeah. But then you also have to decide on last turn whether you're playing something on.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I don't think there's anything she can do.
No. But she put up an amazing fight.
Oh yeah, she did. I still can't believe how far she came.
She
From
brought
being at
Nicholena down from 9 cubes to 1.
That was crazy. Well played to both players. GG. It looks like Nicholena is going to be advancing on to the finals.
Yeah, congrats. to Nicholena.
Congratulations.
And yeah, GG's to both players. An amazing comeback from Z.
Yeah.
I think both players should be very proud of themselves.
Yeah, and those games were so much fun to watch.
Yeah, it was so much fun. I can't believe that Z actually drew Hella on that.
The turn where you called
5?
it, I was like, no
Yeah.
way. But I'm glad it was so close between them because it made for a very, very exciting game, which, you know, we wanted that. Well, I really wanted to watch a close game between the two.
I
They both did
agree.
Amazing.
It is a lot more fun to watch when the games are close.
Yeah, absolutely.
I'm like sweating here for both players.
I know, me too. All right, guys. So, the results are in for the grand finals. We are going to have Helen of Toy versus Nicholena. We're gonna take a small break to set up for the final game, and then we'll be back with you guys shortly.
All
All
right.
right,
See you
we'll
in
be
a
right
bit.
back. All right, everyone, we are back. Sorry about that brief intermission. Big thank you to all of you guys that rated and donated and gifted subs. We really, really appreciate it. It means a lot to us. And for all of you guys out there watching, we really appreciate the support. The whole idea behind a women's tournament is I really wanted to show support to all of the amazing women content creators in Marvel Snap, because there's not, you know, it's a male dominated men dominated area, I guess. So it's really nice to be able to just have a tournament that just celebrates women. So thank you guys so much for watching.
Yeah, thank you so much. And I hope you've been enjoying the tournament. I mean, I've enjoyed casting it so much. And I actually haven't heard of some of these female content creators. So I'm really happy that, you know, I know more of them now.
Oh
Give them a follow, and, you know, it's always nice to have someone to raid in the future as well.
Yeah, that's awesome. All right, so we are going to be going into our final game of the evening. It's going to be Helen of Toy versus Nicholena. I think it's going to be a really, really great matchup. I mean, every single game we've watched it's been so much fun to see, and there's been so many unexpected things. So
Definitely. And the decks actually look pretty similar, except Nicholena does have more location controlling cards. But I'd say the last 6 cards in their deck are very, very similar.
Yep, for sure. So I can't wait to see it, and I think we're ready to get into it. So if you guys are ready, feel free to deafen yourselves and go ahead and start the game.
Good luck.
Good luck. Oh yeah, wow, I see. The 6 cards are all the same.
Yeah, they're very similar. I think the only difference is Nicholena has Chavez and Helen has Spider-Woman.
Yeah.
And also Helen also has Jessica Jones, I think. And no
she
Arrow.
has Wave.
Right?
I know you wanted to see Wave earlier.
I
So
really want to
maybe...
see Wave.
Maybe we'll
but then
see
it's
it
kind
this
of
time.
risky because your opponent can also play She-Hulk. It really depends on what your opponent does.
Mm-hmm.
And I feel like you kind of have to save the Wave until the last few games, maybe when there's more cubes on the line. Because if you reveal it too early, I don't know if they played against each other, but I don't think so. If you do reveal it too early, then your Nicholena will know, and she will probably play accordingly to make sure she can play 2 cards on 6.
It's true. Man, I feel like Goose has been a really strong card for Nicholena.
Yeah, honestly, I think Goose is what won her against Z.
Yeah,
Goose and Storm, just 2 cards that control locations. And she was also pretty lucky to get the big house twice.
Oh yeah,
in previous
that's true.
matches, yeah.
Do they both? Yeah, they both have Shuri in their decks. Okay. Scarlet Witch.
Oh, Rickety Bridge. Oh, that's interesting.
An early-ish Titania again. I don't know how she does it, but she's really good at it.
She's actually really good at juggling Titania.
It's worked in her favor like every time.
Yeah, and I also heard that Titania is not the right way of calling her. It's like
What?
Titania or something.
Titania?
I can't remember what it was, but it's not Titania.
Oh man.
How do you say Giganto?
What? Giganto?
Giganto.
What do you say?
I say Giganto. But I've heard it called either way. Like,
I have not heard it that way before.
really?
Yeah.
Oh. Oops, maybe it's just me. Nicolena's put down Shuri, and I think Helen is considering what to do here. She has a few options. There's no wave, unfortunately. She decides to skip.
Oh, so she can play the She-Hulk along with something else.
Oh, this is really interesting. I think we might be seeing She-Hulk into Captain Marvel. Oh?
Spider-Woman?
Spider-Woman into She-Hulk? Oh,
Okay.
that's kind of risky. I mean, Spider-Woman doesn't win middle location. This, I feel like we have to risk it with She-Hulk and Captain Marvel.
Yeah, it seems like it's probably
On the right?
Yeah, yeah.
But we have to think, how many cards is Nicholena going to play on the right to try to juggle that Titania? Titania.
That's why it's always scary. I feel like Titania is always really scary.
Yeah, like you don't know how many cards your opponent's going to play.
It's just too unpredictable.
Oh, but we don't win this way. No, I think it has to be Captain Marvel. Maybe they're not sure how Captain Marvel works with Rickety Bridge.
Oh, could be it.
No. Oh no. Oh no, running out of time. Oh.
Well, I think she's putting
okay.
that in the middle because if Nicolena's Captain Marvel moved, maybe.
But why would it move if it's already winning? It's not going to move because she's already winning.
Yeah, you're right.
Oh no. Again, Nicholena is like the master of juggling Titania.
I know, it's ridiculous how good she is with that.
I think we should all take notes here.
I think she is just reviewing. Okay. Ooh,
Oh,
a
okay. Okay.
Pegasus. I feel like I very
Project
often see that in the
Pegasus.
first spot.
I kind of like Okoye and Jessica Jones here.
Mm-hmm.
And just save
Pretty good.
save the Wave and She-Hulk until later.
Yeah, that can be pretty good. I do want to see Wave being played, like you mentioned earlier. Now,
Yeah, we
like I'm
haven't-
more hyped up for Wave. I wasn't thinking about it that
Yeah.
much before, but yeah, I think it'd be great.
I mean, being able to play Okoye on turn 1 is actually amazing because it's so many extra stats. If
Oh
you
yeah,
think about
that's
it.
true. It's every single card you draw in the game, really.
Yeah. And that's I mean, at turn 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, that's 5 cards.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's a
it's
lot.
essentially this is a 2/7. And I'm really happy to see Medusa being played because it's not a card you see often.
I rarely see Medusa, so yeah, I'm glad we get to see that as well.
Now we're kind of thinking whether we should try to play into Vault or not, since Nicholena does have Storm, so she could always storm the middle location.
I think she's about to storm the vault, it looks like.
Okay.
Sorry, spoilers for everyone on stream. I forgot.
Oh, the wave is down. Okay.
Interesting.
Wind, aid my hand.
So she could either play She-Hulk or Spider-Woman. I wonder if she's gonna play that into...
Is there even point playing to flooding location? I feel like we never win it.
Yeah, see, I don't know. Well, let's see. What does well, look, what does Nicholena
Oh,
have
okay.
right
Well,
now?
Nicholena doesn't have anything that big, so maybe it is
Yeah.
worth it to play. Just play She-Hulk into it.
Yeah, and plus the Spider-Woman's like a little bigger.
Or
because of the
Spider-Woman.
Okoye.
Oh, but wait, we also must not forget Starlight Citadel. So the locations are going to swap. So there's not really point playing to flooding location. We need to be playing to different locations. Okay.
I forgot about that. Oh man. Okay.
Yeah, I do forget about that sometimes as well.
Yeah.
Like, there's so many locations, and it's kind of hard to keep track of them. Especially they've been playing for like 3.5 hours now, so they must be pretty tired.
Oh yeah, they must be.
Oh, I like this. I like Spider-Woman into Captain Marvel just to bring her down a peg.
Yeah, that's true. It's a good
And
point.
also, if we do play Captain Marvel next turn, see if she's actually able to draw. Yeah, she can actually draw Captain Marvel next turn because she doesn't have Chavez in her deck.
Although the Captain Marvel at a 5 can still win that flooded location, right?
Yeah, that's why I'm saying that it's really good if we draw Captain Marvel next turn. Oh, but there's Shuri.
Oh. I feel like Helen is still in a good position. I don't know anymore.
I mean, we have to try to win left location somehow, but it's gonna be really difficult with Shuri. I'm gonna have a little peek
Actually,
at Nicolena's
I don't think
screen.
she can. I don't think she can win that left location. Actually. Now that I
No,
think
it's
about
not
it,
possible.
yeah,
Not with
no.
Shuri down. Because Nicolena does have some big cards in her hand. She has Arrow and she has Chavez.
Yeah, she's just gonna play that Chavez over there with 18 power. That's gonna be too much.
If she decides to retreat, this is a very good retreat.
Okay. Okay.
Do you ever... I feel like in battle mode especially, you should always try to retreat later. Just in case your opponent also retreats.
Yeah, I guess that's true. Oh, Project Pegasus again on the first location.
We can Jessica Jones, or we can White Queen actually.
Yeah, White Queen or White Queen and oh no, never mind.
It's Medusa and either Jessica Jones or White Queen, but I like putting Jessica Jones down just for extra. Do you ever play into undisclosed locations? Or do you think
Sometimes,
it's
but
too
I
risky?
usually don't risk like a big card. I'll usually put a smaller card there. Wow.
That's what I was
Storm
thinking.
already.
And now we can't do anything about it.
Oh my gosh, yeah, because she doesn't have any. Oh,
Oh, she can play
Titania.
Titania. That's true.
and then Nicholena can play Goose or Titania. Oh, this is very interesting. I have a feeling Nicolena's gonna play Titania because she always does pretty early. But who knows? I don't know.
Looks like she's not playing anything into that location. Maybe she's hoping just to play Captain Marvel.
Hmm.
Oh, wait.
She should play it because she doesn't have priority, right?
Yeah, he always plays Titania here.
Yeah. Oh man.
But now, I don't understand why not. And now we can't play Titania until last turn. Unless she
Yeah.
wants to juggle it somehow. Oh, I think Nicolina is going for it. She's going for the juggle.
Oh,
Wait,
oh
she's
my
going.
gosh.
No. What did Agent 13 gave us? An Ultron!
Oh my god. That's good for the flooded location also.
We also have Shuri and Captain Marvel, which is really nice.
That's always a good combo. Did Nicolina get her?
I think Helen
Shuri
snapped.
again? Oh, was it Helen that snapped? I couldn't tell.
Oh no, it was Nicolina who snapped.
I think Nicolina's more aggressive on the snapping.
Yeah.
Okay, so I wonder what Helen's gonna put down.
I
I mean, the
feel
Captain
like
Marvel is great.
I wonder if Helen ever just skips to play Captain Marvel and She-Hulk. Nicolina also has Captain Marvel and she has an
she's
Ultron.
doing it. She's skipping it.
Oh, but she also has a Captain Marvel.
But Helen's is gonna be put down later.
I want to see this Ultron played.
Yeah, I want to see the Ultron played as well.
Nicolina's kind of blocked herself because I mean she can always arrow.
That's a pretty strong.
Maybe we'll see a boomer snap here.
Oh, you know what? That Titania comes over to Helen.
Yeah. Oh. Oh.
Oh wow, that was 4 cubes too.
Yeah, that was juicy.
Nicely done. All right, they're a little more even now. I think Helen has 7 cubes, 7 versus 6 cubes.
And this is game number 4. So from the next game, it's going to be higher stakes, double the stakes.
There's a wave in her hand. I wonder if we're gonna see it this time.
I mean, we did see it played on turn 3 or 4 last game, or the game before that.
Oh, that's right. That's right. You're right.
Just not on turn 5, unfortunately.
Yeah, I think turn 5 is pretty juicy. More of a game changer that way.
Yeah, because that allows us to play 2 cards. And...
Oh, a Spectrum with Agent 13, although there's no ongoing.
Is there no ongoing at all? There's Goose.
Oh, right. Yeah, I guess that's true.
One little ongoing. But it's probably not worth it to play Spectrum just for one ongoing card.
Ooh, are we gonna see a wave play? Okay.
Okay. Fisk Tower is interesting since
Wave stop. Oh,
Aid my hand.
no fun.
no more Fisk Tower. Do they each have arrow in their deck? Let me see.
One of them. Yeah, nicholena definitely
Oh.
has arrow because it's literally called Bay. Her deck is called Bay. There's no arrow in Helen's deck.
Okay.
Helen sees she has Captain Marvel in her hand already, so it looks like she's just going to not play into flooding
Yeah.
and go for Shuri into Captain Marvel instead.
Interesting.
But we don't have She-Hulk yet, so
It's interesting.
bit
Wait, she
risky.
played Wave, right? Wave into Shuri?
yeah.
Hmm.
Oh, I wonder which card she got. Because they all cost 4. She got Agent 13,
Oh my god.
the wave.
Yeah.
Oh, she's actually playing Captain Marvel this turn, which makes sense because next turn she can still play She-Hulk if she wants to, and she can also play Spider-Woman
I like Spider-Woman a
into
lot.
Titania.
I feel like Spider-Woman's been kind of strong today.
Spider-Woman has been really strong.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, and she has Titania as well. Okay. Looks like Nicolena's gonna play Polaris. Oh, interesting.
Okay, Nicholena still has initiative.
Mhm.
But now I'm wondering if she'll still play Captain Marvel. Because I feel like she could. But I don't think it will do anything.
She can't win the left side, can she? I don't think she can win
No.
the left side anymore.
No, not with that big Captain Marvel. Ah,
But I feel like
she's retreated later. That was a good retreat. Yeah, there was no way for her to win.
Yep.
I feel like a lot of these games just comes down to who actually played Shuri down. So whose Captain Marvel is bigger?
It does seem that way, huh?
Oh,
Whoever has
double
more
the
power.
stakes.
Ooh. Sanctum Sanctorum. She got Rock Slide from that Agent 13. Seeing a lot of Medusa play.
Yeah, I mean Medusa is a pretty good card
Very
for
cost effective.
yeah, it's a 2/4.
Yeah. She's
If
been
you can
able
play
to-
her into the middle.
Yeah.
Seeing a lot of Attilan.
We're gonna see early Titanias again.
Have we really?
Ooh.
I definitely want to see Scarlet Witch being played into Attilan.
Mm-hmm.
But are we gonna be helping our opponent more with that play? I think it's gonna get stormed.
She's playing
Oh
Polaris.
no!
So the Medusa.
Oh.
Oh no, the Medusa still
rocks.
has its power. Sorry, for some reason I thought it was ongoing, but it's not.
No.
I never play that card, so I forget.
We have Shuri. Is
Yeah.
Nicolina going to put down Shuri as well? Oh, double Shuri, let's go!
Ooh, Shuri versus Shuri.
So far, it's exactly the same power. It might come down to who actually has initiative. So who's gonna put down the Captain Marvel first? That person is going to be at a disadvantage.
I think Nicolena's.
So Helen's actually giving up initiative.
Ooh.
That's very smart, I think. And now we hope to draw Captain Marvel. Oh no, we did not!
Well, wait, does that even... Oh, yeah. I forgot this. Spider-Woman's gonna be a lot bigger than the She-Hulk on that side. Okay.
That seems okay.
Mhm.
Oh, but it's so hard to judge. Okay, we have to be careful with our order. Because Nicholena is playing arrow.
Yeah.
Very careful. I have to be very careful with the order.
I think this is kind of scary.
Yeah, I'm scared. Okay, the order was... Oh, no. Oh, there's a lot of canceling going on. Oh, no. Oh, no. Oh, we're going all in on the right. Just try to win the tiebreak. No, we're not.
Interesting. Oh.
Okay, we
Okay. The retreat. That's
It was
not
a
too
very
bad of a
risky
retreat.
stay.
Yeah.
Because we didn't draw. I think I was hoping to draw Captain Marvel.
Mm-hmm. They're still really I think they're both... Is it 5? Yeah, 5 versus 5 cubes. So they're tied so far.
I really hope we see some snaps this game.
It's still anybody's game.
But I guess it is the final, so the stakes are high. You know, it's a bit risky snapping.
Yeah, for sure. Early Scarlet Witch into
Oh, not the
Dylan.
Attila!
Agent 13. Oh, Agent 13 drew a rescue. Rescue's a pretty good
Oh,
card to
rescue
have
is
here.
good. And also a woman.
Yeah, exactly.
So not breaking any rules. Oh, if we could actually get that koi out that turn, it would have been so good.
Oh, yeah.
Helen is trying to go wide here to try to take back initiative. Oh, keep the initiative. She actually has initiative already.
White Queen will draw her the She.
Oh, double
that
She-Hulk.
can be
Let's go.
so strong.
Oh,
can play
not as
both
strong
of
as a
the-
Shuri.
Oh,
Not as strong as Shuri, unfortunately.
yeah.
Because we can only play, even if we skip this turn, we can only play...
Oh,
I guess we
'cause
can
you
play
can't-
Shuri into She-Hulk into She-Hulk. So that could work.
Oh, that's true. That's not bad.
Yeah, that's not bad at all. Just have to be careful where we place the cards.
Mm-hmm. Wonder if she's gonna go for that. Maybe she does.
Oh, okay, they both skipped. I want to see what
Huh.
Nicholena has in her hand. Oh, she actually doesn't have Captain Marvel. But she did successfully lose initiative. She didn't gain initiative back, which means she can play her Titania without worrying that it would go to her opponent's side.
That Shuri is still pretty scary, though.
Okay, this is it.
Ooh.
Oh, I'm very excited to see what
This
happens.
is so interesting.
It looks like Helen
Oh,
is
this
kind
is
of giving up the left side because, you know, she knows the Shuri is there.
Yeah,
And maybe
yeah,
she's
so it's definitely
gambling
gonna be over
on...
there.
She's gambling on Nicholena not having Captain Marvel, which we know that she doesn't.
Yeah. This is a 4-cuber, too.
Mm-hmm. Oh, that is a
Lot
big...
of power.
Oh,
Is it gonna
okay. I don't think that's gonna be enough on the right.
be much is on
A
the
Quicksilver and Titan. Let's go. 4 cubes for
Wow.
Helen.
right. Big win.
And Nicholena is now on 1 cube.
But anything can still happen. Honestly, at this point,
Definitely.
Nicholena can
I mean-
definitely still pull it back, and she could win the whole
Yeah.
thing, even with the 1 cube.
But she does have to win 3 games in a row.
Yeah, that's true. Well, we've seen it done before.
True, we have.
We've seen it done a few times in this tournament.
Oh, Altar of Death again?
Attilan is in every single game.
Ah, yeah, what's going on? Is that a featured location?
A featured location in battle mode. Max the goose for some more power. So
Not the goose. Not the kitty.
I feel like Helen could sack the Okoye for some more power to be able to play some bigger cards, because that you know, that Okoye is not really giving her that much stuff.
Yeah, I guess Okoye on turn 3 is a little bit questionable.
Yeah. I mean, put
she
it in-
could.
Oh well, there's Attilan. She probably wants.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. Attilan is
That's
so
not
good,
bad.
yeah.
But I would have probably played it in Altar of Death so that I'd be able to play a big, you know, one of the 5 costs.
Oh, we can't play our Medusa. That's sad.
Aw.
I mean, it's still a 2/3. That's honestly not bad.
It's not bad.
Yeah. Can't do anything about Altar of Death until we draw our Captain Marvel. Oh, maybe Nicolena's hoping to steal the Captain Marvel? With the White Queen?
Yeah, but nobody has it yet.
Spider-Woman into Attilan will...
That's not bad. It'll,
Yeah, that's
it'll win
pretty
her
good.
the location for the time
I
being
think-
if she doesn't play anything.
It's going to be about who draws Captain Marvel.
Yeah.
Nicolena doesn't have Captain Marvel, and neither does Helen. Oh, I think chat is a bit confused because the cubes are cut off a little bit, so it looked like it was the last
Oh,
game.
Is it still cut off?
But it
Oh,
wasn't
shoot.
the last
I
game.
thought I had it fixed already. Sorry, everyone. I'm so sorry.
The chat is super excited because they think that was the previous game was the last game.
Sorry, I'm adjusting it.
Oh, there is no Captain Marvel for either of them. But Nicolena does have a She-Hulk. And she also has Shuri.
Mm-hmm.
And for her, she has to play out every game. There's no more retreating. There's no point retreating because she'll just lose. I feel like she has to hope that Helen doesn't have Captain Marvel and she needs to try and win the tiebreaker.
Well, neither of them do have Captain Marvel, so...
But they don't know that. We
Yeah.
know it, but they don't know it.
That's true. Oh, she could storm the middle.
Oh, that's true.
Just
But she still needs to win another location.
Yeah, if she can win one location and then storm.
But that is also us knowing that Helen doesn't have Captain Marvel.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. 'Cause if she just stormed it, she probably thinks they probably each think that they have Captain Marvel.
Okay, 2 difference.
And...
Oh, let's go!
Wow,
Nicolena taking back
nice.
some of those cubes.
Oh my god, I can't believe how close all of these games have been. It's so
It's
crazy.
such a back and forth.
Round 8. Oh my gosh. Okay. So Helen
Okay,
can
Nicolena's-
lose one more game.
Yes, Nicolena's holding on to that 1 cube for dear life.
She's doing well.
She is.
Oh, it was the super flow. Oh, interesting. Helen got a claw from Agent 13. I like claw a lot.
Oh, I love Claw.
And especially versus a deck like Nicolena's. It's great. In case she plays like Goose or Storm, you can get around that with that card.
It's been unfortunate for Helen though, played into the Superflow.
Yeah. Gives her less power to be able to play stuff.
Yeah, these are not great locations.
What will the White Queen take? Oh, it could potentially even take the claw.
Oh, yeah, it's gonna be between Claw, Spider-Woman, and Captain Marvel. Oh, I hope she gets the Claw. And then they both play Claw.
Yeah. She gonna play Titania? I can't watch. Okay, so she doesn't play anything. Maybe she's planning on...
What'd she get? What'd she get? Oh, the Captain Marvel.
Okay. Wow, so she
Double
has
Captain
2
Marvel.
Captain Marvels.
She does.
I don't know how good that is, though.
I don't know how good it is because they don't work together, they work separately.
Oh, that's a great spot for Titania.
Yeah, definitely. I mean,
Well, actually, if Nicholena just doesn't play anything else on that spot, then if
and knowing
Helen plays
Nicholena and how
anything-
good she is at juggling Titania, I wouldn't be surprised if that's what she did.
Yeah. So many options for Nicholena right now. You know, Superflow always messes me up. Whenever I have that location, I always think the game is either like it's like the final turn too early or too late.
Oh, me too. I also forget Limbo a lot of the time.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
I play like on turn 6, like it's the last, it's last turn, and then I was like, oh wait, there's one more turn.
Yeah. I kind of hope she uses Claw.
I don't know if she needs to. Now she's won right location already.
Yeah. No, I mean if she plays it in
Nicholena was holding on to the Superflow buff for too long, and now she's blocked herself on the. And now there's nothing she can do if Helen beats her on a right. But she still has to win like middle or left, and it's gonna be really difficult for her.
She does have 2 Captain Marvels on the board now. Oh, she's about to have. Yep, she's got 2 Captain Marvels. I wonder how that works. I've never actually seen 2 Captain Marvels on the board before.
Well, the first Captain Marvel is going to see if she can win the game, and she's gonna move or not move. And then the second one is gonna do the same thing. They don't like move together at the same time. Okay, so Nicolena's lost the right side for sure. But she does have a Captain Marvel, you're right. And that Captain Marvel can move either middle or left. We just... But... The... Helen's Captain Marvel, if she does play it, is gonna be down last, which means it's going to decide last whether it can win the game. So... Oh, okay. She's going full on middle.
Interesting.
I want to see what Nicholena is doing.
Mid?
Nicholena is also stacking mid.
Huh.
It looks like they're just trying to win the tiebreaker.
Yeah. Although Nicholena has 2 Captain Marvels and Helen just has the 1.
Yeah, I mean Nicolena's Captain Marvel on the right is just going to move to the left location.
Yeah.
And this is it.
Wow,
Each player is down to 1 cube again.
Oh my god. I mean, this is what we want though, right? It's such a close game.
Yeah, it's nail-bitingly close.
All right, this is the last and final round that will determine who will win the grand finals of the Women's Invitational Tournament. Helen of Toy versus Nicholena.
Let's go. Last game.
Alright.
Okay, on turn 2 always feels really good.
Yep.
There's a lot of buffs for the cards in our deck, and maybe we'll get a Tillen again.
Not this time.
Not this time. If Nicholena actually plays her goose in one of the locations, then it would be like 2 big houses.
Yeah. Oh, that's true.
Mm-hmm.
She doesn't have goose in her hand just yet. She has a Storm, Titania, and Polaris. Those are the choices she has to play right now.
I mean, she can also storm middle or right and block her opponent like that. If she storms middle or right and then she puts goose in one of the other locations, then her opponent won't be able. Helen won't be able to play any big cards.
Oh, she just drew the goose. I don't know if she's playing it yet. Like Helen's gonna be playing Shuri. White Queen from Nicholena draws a.
What does she steal?
Captain Marvel.
Again, Captain Marvel.
Yeah. Wow, both players have some good options.
I feel like this is gonna be another skip. Just skip and play She-Hulk and Captain Marvel. Or Captain Marvel and She-Hulk. I feel like Captain Marvel and She-Hulk is a bit better. So play
Yeah.
Captain Marvel into the Shuri location and then She-Hulk on the left, maybe.
Yeah.
But it all depends. Let's see what Nicholena is doing. Oh,
Nicholena is
she
gonna be
actually
playing
drew her Shuri too late, so she's playing the Shuri
Ooh.
now.
Although she is winning every single location right now.
Yeah. For now.
Yeah.
Okay, so Helen does decide to skip. Alright, let's go. Oh, she's doing exactly my play.
Yeah, no, it's the best play.
And She-Hulk is gonna be in the middle. Actually, we have to be very careful of Arrow. Because if, like... yeah, that's good. This is good. I like this. This is very nice.
Yeah, I think that's good.
Ship it. Let's go. The She-Hulk is gonna be a 15. There's nothing that will beat that. The only issue is if Nicholena pulls the She-Hulk with Arrow to the right, maybe.
Yeah, I think that's what
But
she's
then the
trying to
Captain
do.
Marvel will move, so that's still fine.
Oh, that's
is
right.
it fine?
Because
No,
the
it's
Agent
not fine.
13
It's not
is...
fine. It's not fine. Actually, I don't think it's fine because the Captain Marvel can win maybe left or middle, but we will lose right and left.
Because the arrow is 16, huh?
Yeah, the arrow is huge. Yeah.
Oh, this is about to be
this is
very
it.
interesting.
I actually see arrow being played, but she's considering whether to play Titania or not. Oh,
yeah,
the arrow
she's
is
not
down.
going
Let's
to.
go.
Oh, man.
Higher, further, faster, baby.
Oh no.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, GG. Very nicely
GG's.
done. Nicholena takes the victory. Wow, what a
Huge,
game.
Huge congratulations to both players. That was amazing to watch, honestly. The final match was so close. It could have been anyone, honestly. And
really
yeah,
could
well
have been.
played.
Yeah. What?
Good games.
We saw some amazing games today, and I feel like it's been pretty unexpected because I feel like there have been several games where one of the players is down to one cube and then the other one just somehow makes it back. That's amazing.
Yeah, we saw some amazing comebacks today.
Yeah. Congratulations to Nicholena, our winner, and our second place, Helen of Toy. You guys should both be very proud of yourselves. We're gonna have both of them. We have both of them in the voice chat right now, and we're gonna do a quick interview with the two of them. So how do you guys feel about the tournament? I guess we can start with Helen.
So how did I feel about the tournament?
Yeah, like what did you think about it overall? Did you enjoy the experience? You know, what was kind of anything that was challenging or I don't know, frustrating, or what did you have fun with? Just any comments like that?
Yeah, I found it pretty fun actually. In that last game though, I was like shaking because I'm so nervous.
Yeah, I'm
fun,
definitely
though.
familiar with that kind of anxiety when it comes to tournaments.
Yeah,
but you did so well, honestly. That was amazing.
Yeah, that arrow just made me lose. I would have won if I didn't arrow. There was an arrow, yeah.
You know, arrow actually caused so many losses in tournaments. I can tell you that.
Yeah.
Arrow, even a post nerf, she's still so good.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Yeah,
how
it was fun though.
I'm glad. I'm happy to hear that. And how about you, Nicholena? Did you enjoy it?
Yeah, it was fun. I liked the challenge of the super limited format.
Sorry, it was so limited. It's like half of the cards are gone.
Yeah, well, but it was interesting to try to find good combos, I guess. But I ended up just playing like, I guess, good cards, you know.
Yeah, but you had a lot of good control cards in your deck, and we definitely saw some of those cards win you some games. I think it was really cool.
The goose play was really cool though. One of the games where you played goose, and then also I think you stormed one of the other locations, and then the third location was big house.
Yeah, yeah, yeah,
Yeah, that was against Z, I think, and you completely locked her out. She couldn't do anything on
Yeah,
turn 6.
yeah. It was
Yeah.
crazy in my first like match against her. I had Goose in the deck, but 5 in the 6 games I didn't draw it. Like I just could
Oh my
not block
gosh.
her, and it was that was a little frustrating. It was kind of why I wanted to rematch, but it was so close the
Gotcha.
second time. It was insane.
Yeah, no,
I
I'm
feel
glad
like
we did
so
end
many
up doing it. Sorry, go ahead.
No, you go, you go.
Oh no, I was just saying I'm so glad we did end up doing that tiebreaker game.
Me too, but it was intense. I was like, oh no, if I made her play a tiebreaker and then she just beats me again.
Oh no, but it's more fair that way. Either way, you know.
Thanks for letting me get a chance there.
Oh yeah, no, of course. I mean, it was the right thing to do. So I'm sorry we were about to decide against it at first, you know.
I know. I was like, no, I want another shot.
Yeah, it was just like with the time restrictions, I was really worried about that because I know a lot of people, you know, we have people.
Yeah, and then it took so long too. I'm sorry.
Oh, no problem at all. I mean, well, Nina and I, we had one where our tournament game was like longer than anyone's game, like by 2 times or even more.
I think we sat there for like an hour, honestly.
It was so bad.
Snapping is really like punishing in this format. I mean, especially when it's like when you get to the part with the high stakes games, the second half of it, it's like you almost like if you snap, you're done.
Yeah. It's so risky. I mean, we saw that one match with Eggs, I think. It was just 2 games and it was over.
Gosh. Yeah.
Yeah. That was crazy. That was a super crazy game.
Yeah, 'cause
I
it
was
was
pretty
just an
confident though.
8
That's why.
cuber. Yeah.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I'm pretty sure I got it. I had just such an insane play.
Yeah, that was awesome.
It's good to have faith in yourself because, like, especially for me, I'm so scared a lot of the time. I just end up retreating games where I shouldn't.
Yeah.
Just to play it safe. But I'm glad I saw, like, you guys take some chances today and, you know, be more risky with your plays and snapping. It just makes it more exciting to watch.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, very cool. So if you guys in the chat have not yet checked out Nicholena or Helen of Toy, please go and check out their channels. I know Nicolena's been in the chat. I don't know if I've seen
just pulled it up.
Yeah, we've got shout outs that are in the chat, so please go and click on their channels. It only takes a few seconds to click on their channels and follow them. Let's also get a shout out for Nina as well. Thank you so much for just being here and casting with me this entire time. It's been over 4 hours, so I'm sure you're tired too, and it's really late for you as well. Huge thank you to all of the participants for being a part of this tournament. It was an awesome way to just celebrate women content creators in the Marvel Snap space. And of course,
yeah, this was amazing. Thank you so much, Felicity, for organizing it. And of course, to the admins and, you know, behind the scenes, people who were supporting the tournament. And all the viewers and all the raids as well from the community. Yeah, the support has been really, really good. Really, really great.
Yeah, I'm so grateful to be part of such a really loving and wonderful community because I've been on Twitch for a long time and I've played a lot of different games, streamed a lot of different games, and I would have to say that this is one of the best communities out there. Just
yes.
Yeah, there's just so many
We're
supportive
the best.
people.
Let's go.
I agree.
It's true.
100% agree.
All right. And yes, big thank you to Arctic Fox and TC14 once again for just helping with running the tournament nonstop, just modding the chat and all the behind the scenes work, all the setup as well that it took before the tournament to just get everything ready. They've put a lot of time into it, so thank you to them. And as Nina mentioned, big thank you to all the viewers as well. So thank you, everyone. We are going to end it here. We have our prizes that we are going to be giving to our winners and all the participants as well. So everyone's going to get at least something. All right. I think we are going to end it here. We will have some shout outs in the chat for all of the participants. So please go and check all of the women out. They're all such wonderful people, and they work really hard, and they're just amazing content creators. So please go and check them out and give them some support. All right.
Thanks for watching, everyone.
Yep. Thanks for watching, everyone. Bye.
Bye.
Thank you. Bye.